Hey, what's going on, guys? Your boy Joe Shake 72 coming to you guys with a live stream right now. I kind of just quickly, I was supposed to live stream a little bit earlier, and unfortunately, I was trying to get tickets for the opener, and I finally got tickets for the opener, so I will be there second week of the season against the home against the 49ers. So I ended up getting tickets this way. I was good and safe to getting them because they were not easy to get, and the ticket prices were going up by like literally the minute. Every single time. I lost out on 3 sets of tickets, and me and my girlfriend were trying to look at a lot of things, but unfortunately, did not work out too well. But finally got some, unfortunately. So good. So I'm very happy about it. I want to go over the schedule real quick. I'm sorry, I was supposed to live stream at like 10:30, so I apologize to everybody. I mean, I'll have some more videos. I have 2 videos coming out tomorrow morning. I'll have another video coming out the next day, so I'm scheduling videos already and getting some stuff done, just thinking ahead of time. So what's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having a good night. I know it's late. I apologize if you're on the West Coast and you have no problem. If you're on the East Coast, well, it is late. So I appreciate everybody being here. Cashy Beats, what's going on? Band Up Sir, what's going on? The Gaming Eagle, what's going on, man? Says, I'm disappointed with how many primetime games we got. Philly J says, "Okay, Joe Shakes, can't wait to hear your thoughts this season." Oh yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm really Philly J. I'm very excited about this upcoming season and seeing where we're going. But hey, Eagle Slayer, what's going on? Eagles champ Joseph Sirianni, Aaron McGinnis, TC for life, what's going on? Sonny Terranova, what's going on? Let me just go through the Jock Talk, Solo Bolo, Optimus Prime, what's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a good night. Let me go through. I'm going to go through some of this right now, real quick. Let's go through the schedule real fast, okay? I was going to put it on screen, but I forgot to put it on screen. Can I share it? Can I share it on screen? I do not know. All right, never mind. I can't for some reason. Okay, so to go over the schedule, obviously, let's go. Hold on. I just saved it before. There it is. Okay. So, to start off with Week 1 away against the Atlanta Falcons, 1 p.m. Week 2, home against San Francisco. Week 3, away against the Dallas Cowboys. I think that's Monday Night Football, whatever that is. Kansas City, Week 4 at home. You got the Panthers, Week 5, 1 p.m. You got the Buccaneers at home, Week 6. You have the Raiders at 4:05 in Las Vegas. You have Detroit Lions Week 8 at 1 p.m. Week 9, you have the Chargers at home. Week 10, you have Denver away. Week 11, you have the Saints at home. You have the Giants right after Thanksgiving away at MetLife. You have another game at MetLife, Week 13 against the New York Jets. You have a bye week, Week 14. You have a home game against Washington. You face the Giants again, Week 16 at home. Then you face Washington again, which that game is probably going to be a Saturday game, probably going to get flexed to Sunday night. You never know what's going to happen there. So that's probably going to happen. Then obviously you have the Dallas Cowboys last game on the schedule. Home, 1 o'clock. Hopefully we'll be in the playoffs. But you never know. So this schedule is very... I think it's well balanced, but I think where it really turns me off the most is right at the end of the year, end of the season. You got to face the NFC East, like as usual. I don't know why they keep doing this every single year. Like, I'm glad we're not facing Week 1. I'm glad we're not getting a Giants-Cowboys game Week 1 again. I've looked at the Giants schedule, I've looked at the Cowboys schedule, looked at Washington's schedule. I think the Giants schedule is pretty good. I think Dallas' schedule is pretty good. So far, I mean, they had the Eagles having the easiest schedule this year, but unfortunately, there's a lot that really goes into it. I mean, I'm not going to be that type of guy, guys, that goes on this thing and says win, loss, win. I don't do that because, especially this year, this is the worst year to even go to it, to even have balls to go on a schedule and pretty much say that you're going to have easy wins going down the rope. You know what I mean? And you really can't because you have a brand new coaching staff. You have a new quarterback. So at this point, guys, like I can't go into every game and saying we're going to win. Okay, I really can't. But we'll see what happens, guys. At the end of the day, we'll see what happens. But I'm like, if we win 7 to 9 games, I'll be happy. Of course, I'll be mad, but I'll be happy that we're going in the right direction. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to expect out of this year. I mean, you have some tough games on the schedule, guys, and everyone says it's an easy win. It's not, because every game seems like a heart attack. If you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, you know that every game is literally a heart attack waiting to happen. I'm glad we have the Cowboys primetime week 3. The opener against San Francisco, I think, is perfect. The Atlanta Falcons, going to Atlanta for the first game, I think is going to be a good game. I think it's a winnable game. I think obviously the Falcons have no defense. Julio Jones, Matt Ryan. I mean, really, they're at a rebuilding stage right now. They have Kyle Pitts now, so you have to watch out for that matchup. But defensively, they're a total mess. They're a total train wreck as of right now. San Francisco has a lot of valuable pieces that were hurt last year coming back. Whether it's going to be Jimmy Garoppolo, you never know if they're going to, obviously start another quarterback or whatnot. Could happen. But to go off the schedule, guys, there's just a lot that goes into it. But let's go down the chat, guys. Appreciate everybody. There's 77 people in here. Appreciate everybody being here today. If you guys haven't subscribed. Guys haven't liked this live stream, please like the stream a lot. I'm probably not going to have much people in here because I started really late tonight. I was supposed to start at like 10:30, but I was busy. Me and my girlfriend were busy trying to buy tickets. So, yeah, it's been a crazy, crazy night for everybody. Let me just drink some water real quick. But I hope everyone's having a good night. All right. Let's do this. Cassie Beach says, NFC East champs. Hard to tell right now, man. We haven't even hit the field yet. Brandon Sturz, 11-6 or 12-5. I don't think neither, dude. I don't know why Eagles fans think we're winning 11, 12 games this year. I really don't. I think like 7 to 9 games is like the most. Maybe the latest 10 games, but that's pushing it for me. The Gaming Eagle says, I'm disappointed with how many primetime games we got. I don't mind the primetime games at all. I really don't. I always like primetime games. I'm just more of a fan of the primetime games. I like the 4 or 5 games. I like the primetime games a lot. The 1 o'clock games, I don't mind, but Philly J said, hey, Joe, can't wait to hear your thoughts. Let's see. Aaron McGinnis says, glad I got home in time for this. Well, I'm here. I'm glad you guys are here. Sonny Terranova says, we don't deserve many primetime games right now after last season. Probably not. Probably not, bro. King James, what's going on, man? I hope you're having a good night. Eagle Slayer, so I'm taking my girl to Vegas game. I'm getting them tomorrow or maybe Friday. Those tickets were going up in price like crazy, guys. Like, they went up by the minute. They were like 100. I was looking at tickets that were like $140. They went to 160 to 180. I mean, it was crazy by the minute. Jonas Espinola, what's going on, man? Travis Guffrey says, I wish we were playing the Colts. Well, next year we'll be playing the Colts, most likely. We'll be playing the Colts most likely next year. At Indianapolis, most likely. Eagles champ says, yo, Joey, why these Giants fans pumping their chest? Bro, they're excited, bro. They're excited. They spent a lot of money in free agency. They got a good team on paper right now, and, they have plenty to pump their chest about. Obviously, they need to they just need to plug the players in and get it done. You know what I mean? I mean, it's going to happen, guys. Like, that's what's going on. Goose with Chew says, first half of the schedule is rough. I don't think, you know what, it is, because you have Kansas City and Tampa Bay. Detroit is up and down. The Chargers are up and down. Denver's up and down. San Francisco is a good team as well. You know what I mean? They had a lot of injuries last year. The Falcons are probably beatable. I'd have to say they're probably the most beatable team coming into the season, and you get there with the first game and hopefully beat them. It's tough though. Carolina, Sam Darnold, I don't know if they're having a QB competition or whatever they're doing. They have some pieces, but they're trying to build their culture as well. In Carolina, the Raiders are Raiders have a lot of good weapons on that team as well. I think it's going to come down to the coaching aspect in that game, mostly. So, It's going to be some tough games. I want this team to go against the best talent. I'm glad we're facing the Bucs. See, I'm at a whole different mindset with this schedule. I'm glad we're facing the Bucs. Glad we're facing Kansas City. At least we're home for those games. On top of it, and you know what? We need to face the best competition. I want to see where our team is at by that time. So it should be very exciting for that. So, guys, any questions, just ask away, guys. Just ask away. I'm going to try to get through these. I know it's late. I apologize. I was supposed to do this at 10:30. I apologize for it. I'm just going to skip around to the questions and stuff. So, Philip Wade says, do you like that late bye week? It's not my favorite. I'd rather have like week 10, week 11, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I think the bye week's all right. 14 is, it's right before you really face, the NFC East. Besides playing the Giants after Thanksgiving, you have that bye week after you face the Jets. And then you have a rough 4 games against the NFC East. Washington twice, the Giants, and then the Cowboys the last game. So it's going to be a little tough, but, I think it's in an okay spot. I don't think it's bad, but, But if you have injuries throughout, I'm just knocking on wood here because you never know at this point. If injuries throughout week 13, it's going to be a rough season. So I'm hoping that does not happen this year. Sean Wood says 8-9 is my realistic prediction. I could probably see that. I said 7 to 9 wins, so I'm right with you on that. Goose with Shoe says I'm thinking 6-11, 7-10. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, man. Same thing. Like I said, guys, it's really hard for me to go on the schedule and say, hey, we're going to win this. We're going to win, lose. I can't. If whoever does that, whatever content creators are doing that too, is kind of retarded because it's just like. You can't go by, like, it's not like we have a team, we have a blueprint of last year. I think what we're going to take advantage of this year, I think the upper hand that the Eagles have is nobody knows what Sirianni is doing with this offense and Gannon with this defense. Could put us with some nice wins this year. When new coaches come in, there's no blueprint on these coaches. Obviously, they have blueprints from, when they were with other teams, but with this team and how they're going to use some of these players, that's a whole different story. So you just got to think of it like that. You know what I mean? You really got to think of it like that. Joe Sirianni says, this is the first time in a while we are not on Sunday Night Football versus Dallas. Yeah, I'm actually surprised about that. What is it, a Monday night game? I think it's a Monday night? Sean Wood says bye week is fantastic. We are still in the playoff conversation. Definitely, like well-needed rest that week to face the rest of the NFC East. I hate when they do that with the schedule. I hate when they put all the rest of these NFC East games at the end. Why do they do that? They do that on purpose because they know that it's going to be neck and neck, or maybe they think it's going to be neck and neck, and it's going to be surprising what's going to happen. It's just I hate when they do that. I hate that the NFC East is not spread out. I can't stand it. I really want the Giants early in the season. It's not going to happen until after Thanksgiving, so both teams can look totally different by that time. You never know. You don't know what both teams, because from what week is that? That's week 12. I mean, anything can happen from week 1 to week 12. What both teams are going to look like between injuries, if each team is hot or not. So everything really goes to account with that. Let's see here. Keep asking away, guys. Dave McKnight says the Packers signed quarterback Blake Bortles. Yeah, I saw it today. It doesn't look good for Green Bay right now. It doesn't look great for Aaron Rodgers to be back. So Giants 100% capacity on May 15th at the Philadelphia Union home games. It's going to be 100% capacity by these Eagles games. So obviously, the vaccine and what they're doing with that, I don't know if you're going to need it. I don't know if you have to show proof of that. You know what I mean? If I have to get a shot, which I'm really not a fan of getting a COVID shot at all, if I have to do it to go to an Eagles game, I just got tickets to an Eagles game, so I will be at the opener. So we'll see what happens. Sean would say, as long as Daniel Jones is under center, the Giants will not be good. I'm not trying to be a biased Eagles fan, whatever. I'm really not trying to be, but I'm not a fan of Daniel Jones at all. These Giant fans, I know, didn't like Daniel Jones. But I'm telling you, now they're going to force themselves to like him because obviously Gettleman has put this team together pretty nice. And, now Daniel Jones is under the gun. So, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with that. We got Tavares Jones with the super chat, man, with that great profile pick. What's going on, man? He says Smith, Rookie of the Year, Hurts MVP talk 11-6. That is a lot of confidence, man. That is a lot of confidence, and I like it. And I really hope it happens, guys. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. Just because I say, like, I don't see them winning more than 8 or 9, 7 to 9 games doesn't mean I don't want them to win. But, guys, I'm just saying, I have to be realistic. I have to see these guys play. And once they start playing the first few weeks and I start seeing a little trend of what's going on, hey, you never know what could happen, guys. You never know what could happen. So that super chat never came up. I ran into it. So if it was late, I apologize. Oh, there's a few of them. Tavares Jones with a few super chats. Can we win the East 11-6? 11-6 win. We won't the East. Yeah, I mean, there's an extra team going to be in the playoffs this year, so we'll see what happens with that. Appreciate the super chats, Tavares. Appreciate it, man. Keep asking questions, guys. Here we go. David, what's going on, man? Love the profile pick. He said, yo, Joey, I think we go 11-6. We won't get swept by any team, and we will sweep Washington. So that's 5 wins. Then we will against Atlanta, Niners, Panthers, Raiders, Broncos, and Lions. Look, I think the Lions are beatable. I think the Broncos are beatable. I think the Panthers could be beatable. The Raiders might, the Raiders are up and down most likely in the season, but we'll see what happens. The Niners are getting a lot of guys back from injury, so that could be, home opener could be a tough game, but I think being at home, the crowd being behind, I think being at home for that game is going to put us over the edge for that game. You never know, but it depends how this off. That's why it's so hard for me to pick who's going to win, who's going to lose, because we have nothing to go. We have nothing to really go on from last year. New coaching staff, new quarterback, and a whole lot of hope that goes right into it. You know what I mean? A whole lot of hope. Jock says there are no easy games. As an Eagles fan, there's no easy games. Ben says, what's the most likely win and the most likely loss on the schedule? On this schedule, I think the Broncos are probably the worst team on our schedule. The Broncos are probably the worst team as of right now. Maybe Broncos, maybe Carolina, in between them two. Most likely to lose could be Tampa or KC to be the obvious ones. So it really goes that far. You know what I mean? All right, hold on. Jock has something interesting. He says, I think Julio will be traded before the season. The Falcons have been interested in, they haven't really been interested in trading him. They've listened to offers, but it would have to really sway them, badly. It'd have to be a couple first rounders, whatever happens. I mean, they lose Julio Jones. I mean, it makes no sense. I don't know what's going to happen. They might as well get rid of him sooner or later because they are on a rebuild mode. And obviously, I think Julio should go to a contending team or somewhere. So that probably makes a lot of sense. But that was good, Jock. That was a good one. Natty Banks 03 said, love the schedule, Joey. Eagles players must be super happy and pumped that they don't have to fly a plane the last 8 weeks. Yeah, I noticed that too. They stay on the East Coast for 8 games, which is great. That's a great one, Natty. I totally forgot about that when I read the schedule. But yeah, I mean, that's a huge advantage, guys. Stay on the East side, the East Coast for 8 games. Don't have to travel, mess with your time zone, mess with your body. Your body clocks are all messed up. Waking up on the west side for, being tired for games. I mean, it's a huge deal, guys. At the end of the day, it's a huge deal. There is 126 people to chat, guys. Appreciate everybody being here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Guys, haven't liked the video, please like the video, like the stream. Really does help go a long way. And guys, the Philly Shakedown podcast will be this Saturday on Philly 500's channel at 9 p.m. Next week, I have to do something next weekend, so we're probably going to reschedule the Philly Shakedown, not on Saturday next week, but probably another day just to let you guys know of what's going on. Torville says the Falcons are choke artists. They can't even recover an onside kick. I remember that. They have it. They couldn't finish out a Super Bowl. They choked. They totally choked in the 2017 playoffs and divisional round. They had a chance, guys. They had a chance, but unfortunately, they had their chance. I don't even feel bad for that team. I really don't. David says, anyone who thinks we get less than 7 wins are tripping. No, I don't think so. If we get less than 7 wins, it's a failed season. They have to get at least 7 to 9. In my opinion, that's what they have to really do. Carter Smith, not even trying to hate. Our team is not very good and has a lot of holes. I think we go 7-10. It's a tough pill to swallow. We could very easily start the season 1-4. It could happen. And I think one thing that really bothers me a lot is that we don't have a cornerback right now. We don't have corner. It's really bothering me. I know, the news came out today that, Steven Nelson has a lot of interest from a lot of teams. The Philadelphia Eagles are one of them. I'm hoping they could scoop him up just to have him in the building, see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but it's going to be something crazy. I mean, they have to add bodies. What do you have besides Darius Slay, Avonte Maddox? Obviously Zach McPherson they just drafted in the 4th round, but I think is going to be a very solid corner, but obviously just needs a little bit of, but I'm not even saying that much development, just a little bit of guidance, and Jonathan Gannon is very good at, developing cornerbacks as he was when he was with the Colts as a cornerback coach. There's a lot of good things there. Psycho Steve, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good night. Sean said our toughest games are at home, so that'll benefit us. I think it will. And just to have a crowd, you know what I mean? Just to have that crowd back. I can't wait. You know what? At the end of the day, if we lose in the home opener, of course I'll be pissed off. But at the same time, I'll be happy that I was around people, and I'm very very spiritual in that way because of what's been going on. So. Reaper Sco 19. Yes, we an easy game on everybody's schedule though. Yeah, probably. They're probably looking at us and saying it's a joke. Nina Alston, what's going on? Says Joey, I got 11-6 or 10-7. I'm glad you guys have more. I'm not going to complain at it. I'm not. I don't see us getting 10 wins. Latest maybe 10 wins, but 7-9 wins on pretty much what I think of it is where I'm at with it. But hey, I'm glad people are very optimistic about it, so I really can't complain. Sam Fleming says, we'll torch Atlanta's defense. It'll depend on our defensive scheme. Definitely. And plus, their defense is horrible. I mean, I don't even know who they have left on that Falcons defense right now. Eagles Slayer 95 says 5-12. DC for Life says, I would say 6-11 from Cowboys fan. I see 7-9 wins. That's what I see right now. And if and that's because of what we have right now with the holes, a couple holes that we do have, and obviously we haven't stepped on the field yet. So that's where I'm going with it. Sam says between 7-10, 10-7. Torville said we need to get our cornerback situation fixed. We want a winning record. Better sign Nelson or trade for someone. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're into using one of their first-round picks for next year. I have no idea if that's the case. Look, guys, you can't get every position. Every year you can't get every position. You can't. I mean, especially this year. You can't do everything in 1 year. Obviously, Howie Roseman could have probably got almost everything for this year. At least, patch some of these positions up a little bit. Could have drafted the corner with that, 37th overall pick in this draft, but, he didn't do that. He went with a really good, high-rising center, from college and Landon Dickerson. And unfortunately, that wasn't the pick. That wasn't everyone's favorite pick, but obviously it's a future pick for next year. So, Gavin Stack says 8-9. Yo, Charlie Chan 26. Hey, what's up, bro? I haven't been around. What's going on, dude? Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, dude. Welcome to the stream, man. John Adams says difficult for Philadelphia Eagles to go 0-17 next season. If that happens, someone's getting fired. The head coach is getting fired if that's the case. Sirianni would be out the door. Chris Cooper says, hey, Joey Shakes, it's me, Big Fluffy here. King James, our division will be beat up toward the end of the season. Who will want it more? Eagles, hands down. And you know what? I think they're going to create a culture. I think they're going to be a competitive, very tough team this year. That's what I can say about the Eagles in 2021. I think they'll be a tough and very competitive team. I see it. Sam Fleming says one of Devontae Smith jersey from Jacob Media's live stream tonight. Stoked. That's awesome, man. Well, enjoy it. Nettie Banks says, Riley like Jack Stahl as backup tight end. Give the young guys their chance on the field. Might as well this year. Yeah, I think Jack Stahl should get his chance. Anybody. Hakeem Butler, Jason Kroom. Who else is there's one more tight end I'm missing. It's the Caleb Wilson. It's another tight end I think that's still on the roster right now. So, no, Zach Ertz is most likely going to get traded, or he is going to pretty much get released. You save a little bit over $4.5 million in cap space and just move on. I mean, Dallas Goedert's on a contract year, so he's got to produce. We need to see if we're going to extend him next year. So we really have to see what's going on. Anthony Hansen, I want to see how Sirianni and Gannon do against high-level play callers like Andy Reid, Sean Payton, definitely. I think Sirianni is just a technical, smart coach that really just expects nothing but excellence and perfection. I'm very excited. It seems like he knows what he's talking about, and when he shows us plays from, obviously the explosive plays video that he showed us over his Colts players and really showed us how he used knowing every strength and every weakness to every player he has on the roster is very good. Something that that we couldn't do with Doug Peterson, unfortunately. Robert California, what's going on? He says there's a lot of easy teams on the schedule. It hurts if decent. We're run first team. We could make some noise. Yeah, you have to pass the ball in this league, though, unfortunately. Like, hey, look, I don't mind it. Like, even back in 2019 when we played against the Bills, played against the Green Bay Packers, we put up a brick wall and just ran it down their throats with Jordan Howard and Miles Sanders. I love that. I love that type of offense, definitely. But Jalen Hurts needs to work as a passer. Be consistent in the pocket and just has to be calm, cool, and collected. You know what I mean? I think that's where it's going to be really important with him. Torval says the NFL should have had the Eagles play the Giants at least once early in the season while the Giants are so bitter about things. I know. They should have at least gave us them early, but unfortunately it didn't happen. So I guess after Thanksgiving, we'll see them. Nate Banks 03 says Jalen Hurts facing the Chiefs and Buccaneers is a blessing in disguise. Right? Probably feel better about that than Carson Wentz being in there. Sandeep Singh says, "How have we ever faced the Cowboys this early? Is just me or is that early? Week 3 is pretty early. I don't remember the last time we faced them actually this early. Maybe week 6 or 7 or 8. In the past. I really don't know when's the last time we faced them this early, but I think it is in Dallas." Which it doesn't matter. It's neutral territory over there. Can't wait for the Eagles fans are going nuts this year. It's going to get crazy. Optimus Prime says, what would it take for Howie to be in the hot seat? Honestly, I don't know. Like, it really depends on, the problem with Howie Roseman is this. Like, I don't want Howie Roseman here next year. I think I'm done. Like, after this draft, like, I'm not upset about the draft or nothing. I like the draft. I thought they actually did some good things, and there were some questionable things. But overall, I think this was one of the best drafts we've had in a long time. And it's sad to say, but it is. Obviously, Devontae Smith and trading back from 6 to 12 and still getting Devontae Smith, getting a first-round pick from the Miami Dolphins for free pretty much, easily. Really won the draft. And I think they've drafted some good guys. But development is where it's going to take place with Nick Sirianni and his coaching staff, and it's very easy for Howie Roseman to throw this team under the bus. Now, he hasn't gotten an extension yet. Howie Roseman's last year of his contract is this year, so we have to see what happens. And I'm hoping, I don't care how good Devontae Smith is going to be. Whatever it works out to make Howie look good. I do not care. I hope he is out the door after this year. And to tell you the truth, guys, if they hire another GM, a GM is going to look at this team and want this job in 2 seconds. Number one, because we have 3 first-round picks. Okay, that's where someone's going to jump in and be like, oh, my God, like, this team's got 3 first-round picks, and a lot of decisions can be made. And a lot of more veterans are going to be traded next year. This is going to be a young team. It's going to be a nice, refreshing young team coming into this year. Very excited about it. Cyclone says, if the O-line stays healthy, you think we win the division? Oh, I mean, if they stay healthy, if you're not switching your offensive line 14 times, I think it makes some noise, guys. I think you really can. It's one of the best offensive lines when healthy. It really is. But with Jordan Mailata on the left side now, Andre Dillard being that backup, Landon Dickerson being a backup this year, if that's the case, learn behind Jason Kelsey. Jack Driscoll, Nate Herbig. I mean, you got a lot of good depth behind this offensive line. I think they're set up for a lot of good things. So if somebody goes down, I don't think you have to tweak it that much, because the good thing about a lot of these young guys on this team, mostly all of them, like, they've all played in NFL games. They've all started. They have a lot of starting experience. So it's a lot, but it's good though. Robert California says, do you think Dickerson starts over Samala? I honestly don't know. I mean, there is talks about Landon Dickerson actually moving to a different position, so it could happen. You never know. They could try him at guard, which I think he should. You might as well. The more you know, the more worth you have to the team. So I mean, you might as well try to. I'm not a big Isaac Samala fan. I think his run blocking is great. His pass blocking, not really a big fan of it. But it wouldn't hurt, bro. It wouldn't hurt. Philly0024 says thoughts on going after Hicks. Maybe swap Ertz in a late round pick hits. Hicks. So obviously, we heard the Jordan Hicks news. And, I don't know. I wouldn't mind it. I mean, as soon as he left his team, he was healthy. He played well. He got a big contract. Got $23 million guaranteed, whatever it was. He got a big contract, guys, and worked. It was a big gamble for the Arizona Cardinals to take, and obviously, it worked out. Zevin Collins got drafted to the Cardinals. And now Jordan Hicks is going out to see if there's a trade destination for him. He comes here, he's automatically a starter. But I would really like to do it. Hey, if you gave away a 5th-round pick for next year, I'm fine with it. If they gave away a 5th for Jordan Hicks, if they gave away a 5th and Zach Ertz, obviously there's going to be at least a pick coming our way, some type of late pick, something like that. Then, hey, throw it in. Who cares? I don't mind Jordan Hicks coming back. He's still a young player. What is he, 27, 28 years old, whatever. He's in his prime now, so, I mean, you know what? Let him come home. I have no problem with it. I don't. Chris Cooper says 10-7. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. But it's a long shot right now. Torville said the only way Howie gets on the hot seat is if he sits on a waffle iron. Lurie won't fire his PFF. Sam Fleming says, would you rather have Rager in the slot and a big body at X receiver or Rager at X and someone else in the slot? I'm actually a really big fan of putting Rager in the slot this year and giving one of these guys like Trevon Grimes, a couple of these possessor receivers that we have, I'm forgetting names. It's too late. Very tired right now. But I would definitely try another receiver on the outside. I wouldn't put Rager and Devontae Smith on opposite sides. But there is talks about moving Devontae Smith all over the field if they have to. But I don't mind putting Rager in the slot and giving one of these other receivers. Travis Fulgham, sorry. It's too late right now. It's past midnight, so give me a break. I like that better than putting Rager on the outside opposite Devontae Smith. I like putting Rager in the slot, work him in the middle of the field with his speed, take advantage of it. I have good things about Rager. I have really good feelings about him. Damn, bro, I feel attacked. Atronics TV says, so what's the point of the 17th game? Nothing, because we lose a preseason game. They added another game. Which I really don't like preseason at 4 weeks. I really don't. I'd rather have the season add another game, and then less your preseason a little bit. 3 weeks is enough for preseason. By the third week of preseason, you want the season to start. Okay, I don't know how they're going to do it. Obviously, maybe 5 plays the first game. Maybe Jalen Hurts will play for a whole half in the second game with a bunch of different receivers. I don't know how they're going to do it. We'll find out, obviously. So, Aaron McGinnis says, how many yards do you expect from Devontae Smith? I also would be pleased with 7 wins this year. Yeah, I think 7 wins would go in the right direction. Devontae Smith, if he gets between 8 to 1,000 at least, I'll be happy. We're going to be spreading this ball around, guys. It's not going to be just Devontae Smith all the time, but don't be surprised if it is either. I'm not really looking at what his stats are. I'm just looking to see if he's scoring touchdowns. He's getting yards. He's doing what he's supposed to. He's getting used the right way. I'm happy for him, man. I'm really happy for him. Got Philly Green. What's going on? Yo, Joey, I'm confident in Hurts. He has a great attitude. Also works hard. If he fails at least. He put the work. Hope he performs this year. I have the same mindset you do, Philly Green, because I said to myself, as long as we give him a shot, that's all that matters to me at the end of the day, guys. Because you know what? If they didn't start him this year, just say they didn't start him this year, we'd all be thinking at home when we're losing games, we're like, what if Jalen Hurts was playing? What if he started the whole year? I don't want to go through games saying, what if? Give the kid a shot. He fails. You're barely paying him any money. I mean, you got 3 first-round picks next year. I think having these picks, these 10 picks, you got another 5th-round pick next year. So really, at the end of the day, there's a lot of moving parts with what you could do next year. There really is. And having those picks, you could contend by next year, at least by 2023. You have a good chance to contend if you have your quarterback. I have a good vibe. I have a really good feeling, a good vibe about Jalen Hurts. Eagles of 1 said the schedule isn't that easy. I'm not even saying the schedule is not even that easy. It's just that there's so many unknowns because there's so many. We have a brand new coaching staff, a brand new quarterback. How could you say we're going to win this, or how could you say we're going to lose this game? You never know, guys. But we could be really surprised. Philadelphia is going to punch somebody in the mouth. I'm telling you, they're not going to lay low. They're not going to take these hits. They're going to come out competitive. They're going to come out with a swagger. They're going to come out and they're going to punch you in the mouth, whoever's in the way. Okay, and we're gonna try to win while doing it. You know what I mean? Oops. Sean Smith said that will only last 2 weeks. King Relax 276, what's going on, man? He says, I'm with you, Joey, on facing these tough teams. I want to see if this young team can stand the fight with the playoff contenders. We could possibly upset a few of the teams. And I think it could happen, guys. I honestly think it could happen. I really do. I really do. I'm trying to go down this chat as fast as I possibly can, guys. It is tough, and I just lost everything. Let's see. Diego Candia says, "Rip low-income Raiders fans. They'll never get to a game." Caleb McHenry 39 says they keep posting Patrick Johnson as linebacker. You think he's going to play there or defensive or DE? I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with him. I really don't. I think a lot of people are saying he's a steal, but I really don't know where it's going to go with him. I really don't. I mean, some people are saying that he's more of a project for at least a year or two. I think he could play a little bit better than that. I think he is a pretty good player. I think he just needs some guidance. It's a very crowded linebacker room. Derek Barnett's making $10 million. It's kind of crazy. Torvis, I think we will split all our division games. The NFC East is so even that each team will knock each other off. And I hope that's the truth, guys. Look, we may look like the worst roster in the NFC East right now, but we haven't unveiled what these guys could do. Like, half of these players haven't hit the surface of what they could do, and that's the problem I have. Because you look at this team, it's like, oh, we didn't spend any money in free agency, barely. Like, we got a few players, whatever, and people look at us and say, Travis Fulgham, Quez Watkins, John Hightower, Jordan Mailata. All these guys have showed, like, they've had these, like, little short-term success. And and obviously because of the veteran favoritism that Doug, guys coming back from injuries and taking these young guys' spots, didn't help us in the end at all. You know what I mean? Sam Fleming said, if Aaron Rodgers goes to the Broncos, they could be a problem. They could be. Rad says, I don't like Atlanta week 1 in Atlanta. Wrong place, wrong time. We have a brand new defense versus all those weapons they have. Not good. And I think it's the other way around, too, with them. Even when Atlanta lost a lot of defensive players. So it could be an offensive game going on both sides for Atlanta and the Philadelphia Eagles. But I think I remember you saying this a long time ago. Playing in Atlanta is always a trap game. I remember a long time ago when we played in Atlanta a couple times. And I've noticed that you've said that. And it has happened, so... Jeff Murray says Smith goes for 180 yards, 3 touchdowns against the Giants. Capital seeks therapy soon after and has to buy a new widescreen TV that he breaks. He has giant anger issues. I remember doing my video on him. I don't pay no attention to him. I don't even watch his channel. So, Eagles Jam said Julio Jones is going to be traded. Would have to be a king's ransom. I think so too. Tim Rustemi says, you think Ertz will be gone before the season starts? I hope so, yes. I don't think you're holding on to Zach Ertz because he's a $12 million cap hit. Number 2, you're going to start him in front of Dallas Goedert that's on a contract year right now. It makes absolutely no sense as of right now. No sense at all. So really, guys, Zach Ertz just has to move on. And if they can get a late draft pick for him, I don't care. If we have to acquire another player, just say you want to trade him and get Jordan Hicks, and you want to give away a 5th-round pick and they give us maybe like a 6th or a 7th for next year, I'm fine with that too. As long as they give us at least a late draft pick, draft pick, I don't care at this point. Lucio Henosia says, well, y'all want to pitch, y'all will have him week 1. Yep, I can't wait to see Kyle Pitts, right? Obviously, I don't know if they're going to use him as a receiver or a tight end. So we'll see what happens, man. I mean, that's definitely another weapon we have to watch out for the first week. So King James III says, I honestly think we're going to be better than people think. Hurts will be in playoff mode all season. And I think you're right. I think we're going to surprise people. I don't know if we're going to be on a slow start. We're going to be every time we start a season, it's always slow. You know what I mean? Like this team coming off bye weeks has always been slow. That's what I always hated about this team because they just do that. They just try to piss us off as much as possible when they do things like that. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. Eagles 01 says, here we go. Eagles. Here we go. There's 150 people in the chat, guys. Appreciate everybody being here on a late night. I was supposed to stream at 10:30, but you guys are here. I really much appreciate it. Checking out my content. The support you guys give me has been fantastic. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I cover the Eagles all year round. The train never stops. The train never ends. It just keeps going, okay? If you guys haven't liked the stream, please like the stream. It really does go a long way to help support this channel. And if you haven't checked out the Philly Shakedown podcast, me and Philly 500 do it every Saturday at 9 p.m. We'll be on Philly 500's channel this Saturday at 9 to go over, obviously, the schedule and a lot more news and rumors throughout the whole week. That's what we usually go out for. So, Caleb McHenry 39 says, I don't think the Falcons did anything to help their defensive line. Hopefully we run it down their throats. And I hope so. I hope our starting running backs are Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell, and Kerryon Johnson. Those are my three backs. And I think Jordan Howard will get beat out. I think Boston Scott will beat out because Kenneth Gainwell was a total steal of that draft. Other than that Devontae Smith pick, really, I think Kenneth Gainwell was a huge steal in this draft. I really do. Route California, any decent corners you think we get for Ertz? I don't know if they're going to trade for a corner, guys. If they're going to go after somebody, it's going to be Steven Nelson. I think that's really it. I don't think it's going to go further than that, to be honest with you. But they're going to have to bring in somebody. They have no choice. Like, they have to go out there. And I wouldn't even care to bring Garyon Conley here at this point because you know what? Garyon Conley, a former first-round pick for the Raiders, went to the Houston Texans, really didn't live up to his expectation. And you know what? Give him a chance. See what he could do. And on top of everything else, Jonathan Gannon, could develop corners very well. I'm not saying that, he could develop any corner, but at least give him a shot. Bring him in for a one-year deal. And if he can't pan out even during camp, then just, you're going to have to maybe keep somebody for depth, obviously. But they got to fix this corner spot badly. Rat said Atlanta week 1 is bad timing. First game of the year with a brand new defense versus those weapons. I know. Trust me. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. Jacob Berlager, what's going on, man? Under Eye Singer. Sorry if I said your name wrong. 7-10 was my prediction before the schedule release, and that's pretty much 7 to 9 games. We win 7 to 9 games. It is what it is. Sam Fleming says a second lockdown corner is one really necessary if you plan on primarily playing man. I think Gannon will go zone heavy. I think he will too. Obviously with Darius Slay, it's a whole different story with him. He can't do it all by himself. But guys, we need to figure out this other cornerback spot. It's killing me. It's probably the one position that's really annoying me that we shouldn't have problems with right now. But we are, and it's just unfortunate. You know what I mean? Nettie Banks 03 said, liking the work lately on the channel, Joey. Really nice hustle. Appreciate it. I try to come out with as much content as I possibly can. I love doing this. It's a passion of mine. I hope you guys enjoy. I love speculation. I love rumors. I love all that stuff. The off season is my favorite time of the year, more than the season. Well, as to be like even during the season, it's great. But I love the off season because there's so much content to cover and keeps me busy all off season. So it's great. Marcus Big Mob 248 says the Eagles show we're all black against the Giants is going to be a murder scene. Definitely. I hope, man. Jeff Murray said pick up Hicks and Conley on our defense top 10 this year. Man, Jeff, you have you're very optimistic, man. I love it though. And like I said, I don't mind picking up Gary and Conley. I don't mind it at all. Eagle Slayer said the only way I see Ertz not being an Eagle is if we trade him for Tre'Davious White and a first. That'd be a nice trade. I wouldn't mind it. Hold on. I got to go back down real quick. Make sure we're not missing anything. We got a super chat from Rylan Yancey. Thank you very much for the super chat, bro. He says, what are your thoughts of the NFL being more lenient with jersey numbers? If Ertz has a great season this year, would you want to keep him? Number one, I hate the jersey stuff. I hate it. I hate the jersey numbers. This is going to mess up people buying jerseys. Just say a rookie comes in with a number, you buy his jersey, and then he wants to switch his number next year. You're gonna waste $100 on a jersey, 119, whatever how much a jersey is now. I just go out, get your own jersey with your last name on it. You will save so much money as of right now, unless you want to get Jalen Hurts. If he pans out, you just make sure you get a player that's gonna pan out. That's all I got to say about it. And if with Ertz, I don't want to keep him. I want Dallas Goedert to be that main tight end. Nick Sirianni does not use double tight end sets. I don't think he does, but he does expose tight ends to obviously getting them open and doing some things like that. So Dallas Goedert, you cannot put Zach Ertz in front of Dallas Goedert on a contract year. It makes no sense to me why they even would do that. It really doesn't. I mean, it really make me angry if they brought him back. It really would. I'd be really upset at it. And some people will be like, "Oh," but they don't think the long term. So this is why we're restructuring contracts every year. This is why we're not drafting well. This is why you hold on to players for way too long. Zach Ertz probably should have been traded 2 years ago. Okay, they tried to trade him last year during the trade deadline, did not happen. But unfortunately, guys, I want him gone. I want to move on so badly. I just don't want this anymore. I really don't. Torville says, on what planet? Tebow isn't going to be a good tight end. I don't get that move at all. I really don't. Obviously, with Urban Meyer, I mean, he was a coach in Florida. I don't know much about college football. I watch it, but I don't know much about coaches and personal things like that. But that's what I heard. Raz says Saints game is a lock for the win. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, new quarterback. Different changes. I mean, they still have a loaded team, but obviously they think with quarterback they're definitely going to struggle. It's not going to be the same. Marcus Bigmore said we could beat the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buccaneers. They office in the line some trash, and the Eagles have a nasty front seven. Yeah, they depend on their pass game. I wouldn't say Kansas City definitely upgraded a little bit. They signed a couple offensive linemen. Obviously traded for that lineman from the Ravens. I think Trent Brown's his name. They traded for him. So they obviously have some protection now. The Patriots, because I thought Tom Brady. The Buccaneers, their offensive line is it's not the best. I think they have a couple spots that are obviously Tom Brady can that ball comes out so fast. So got to stop him there. I mean, it's gonna be a good game in Philadelphia. I'm gonna like it. Glad we're home for that. Raz says Hurts will make them their rage again. Richie FC says shakes up late tonight just came for Moochie and Pablo channel. Yeah, I saw Moochie and Pablo channel. Pablo Gary and Moochie Robinson. If you guys haven't subscribed to those two, they've been working their tails off with their channels, and give them all. Very happy with them and their work, what they do, and it's nice to see them. You know what I mean? Work really hard. I like when guys work hard, man. It shows a lot. Tebow won his first playoff game. I didn't see Ertz doing that. Nikki Cunningham says, yeah, F you for winning that jersey. I'm still rocking a DGB. Oh, man. Dorial Green Beckham. I really did. I think what really stood out to me about Dorial Green Beckham was that Lions game when he stiff-armed the linebacker right to the ground. It was fantastic. It was the best moment. And then obviously it didn't work out. Logan Montero says Eagles are going 11-6 from where I'm seeing it. Also, I think Kerryon Johnson and Miles are going to be the future guys in Philly. Really. If Kerryon Johnson can stay healthy, there's a lot of good things that could happen. There really could. I think a lot of good things that could actually happen. Caleb McHenry39 says, do you think J-Jaw is worth a shot in trying to switch from him to tight end? No. Get out of Philadelphia as fast as you possibly can. That's my message to JJ Umbrella Whiteside. I mean, his mom is holding an umbrella over his head when it's sunny out. It makes no sense to me till this day. But no, I really want him going. System of Nuts, I actually like Joshua Perkins. Too bad injuries got the best of him. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Joshua Perkins, 2019, when our tight ends were hurt last month of the season, Carson Wentz put the team on his back, relied on these young guys to really help him out. And, man, Joshua Perkins had a really good month. He really did. I really did like him a lot. But we'll see. Still out there, though, but we'll see. Eagles champ. Eagles 0-1. Tebow's trash. Jock says week 1 rookie head coaches, Eagles versus Falcons. That's gonna be the title, pretty much. Dominic Giovanazzo says really excited to see a healthy tight end 1 of Dallas Goedert. He is healthy at times, okay, let's say this, but every 6 games he always has an injury. For some weird reason he does, but obviously he's a lot less injured than most of these other players that we do have or have had. So Rest of Carolina's a lock to win. Stop CMC, and that's it. Yeah, I mean, look, I is a lock. Yeah, maybe. But we'll see. I forgot who else is the quarterback over there for Carolina. Sam Darnold. Who else? I forgot who else who their other. I haven't really followed them too much this offseason, so. Lucio Hinoja says, y'all will be fine on offensive 2 tight end sets. I don't think they're using 2 tight end sets this year. I think they're running with 1 tight end, and that's really it. I think that's all they're really doing. Torville says, I think we can have a top 10 offense if Hurts plays well. I think our O-line is going to rebound, and we have a lot of depth, but I think our offense is a bomb 10 defense and back 7. Yeah, I think our offense is going to be more successful than our defense unless they sign Steven Nelson. If they sign Steven Nelson, I'll be a little bit more happy. There is news out there right now that Ronnie McLeod could be back the first game by the first week of the season. There is rumors on that as well, so stick around for that news because I've been hearing a lot of good things about that as well. You got Anthony Harris, Ronnie McLeod back there. Great duo. I think it's a fantastic duo. Donnie Perry said, I'm so glad we got rid of Carson Wentz. Now we could possibly win 6 games. Shaking my head. King James III says, like and subscribe. Joey holding it down late for everyone. Hey, I appreciate it, King James III. Much appreciated. Yeah, guys, I didn't think I was going to have this many people in here, but I appreciate everybody coming in and showing support. These late streams, I feel like there's a lot of people up. I don't know why. It's a weekday and everyone's up. Don't you guys got to work tomorrow? What's going on? Sam Fleming says, Hurts successful hinge heavily upon a successful run game and play action. We need to have good passing game, yes, but that can't come without a successful run game, though. Oh, yeah, no. I mean, that's the problem with what we have with Carson Wentz, too. It was not enough that Carson Wentz was really, his mechanics were horrible, but at the same time, we didn't give him a run game. There were times where Miles Sanders didn't even have 5 carries. There were times where we didn't, we ran good in the first half of a lot of games and then kind of strayed away from it, so. Soul Exchange Music says Cowboys we usually play Thanksgiving and oh yeah, you're right. Man, back in those days, I remember back in those days like 2014. The Sanchez. Remember those days? The Sanchez. I used to love it. Nick Cunningham said, "Whatever surprise we play Atlanta in September, they need to change the algorithm." Richie MC says Deuce Daily, late August, 140 degrees, pickle juice game. Deuce, man, I keep forgetting Deuce isn't here. It's horrible. I don't know why the Eagles never... You know what? The Eagles actually offered him that offensive coordinator job. Didn't they offer it to him? Did he take it? Did he not take it? So. Oh, man. You're bad. Dominic, you're bad, bro. You're bad, dude. You're a bad boy. The Sports Up, do you think we will beat the Chiefs? that I don't know. I need to see how the first few weeks go before I could say that we're ready to step up to the Chiefs and see how it goes. That's just gonna be something I'm gonna have to a wait and see approach with it. You know what I mean? Game with Mr. Koopa says Eagles will be a top 5 in the run this year with Jalen Hurts. I think so, and with Miles Sanders and whoever else is there. I love Kerryon Johnson. I think he was a steal pick. I think he was definitely not a steal pick, but a steal. Obviously getting him off waivers, I think was fantastic. He's been injured a little bit, but if he's healthy, the guy is like a balance of a bruiser. A gadget back. I mean, he can make people miss, and he's very violent. If people try to tackle him, he's always stiff arms, always puts his hands on everybody. I mean, he's very physical. I do like Kerryon Johnson a lot, and Kenneth Gainwell. I think you could do anything with Kenneth Gainwell. I mean, absolutely anything with him. That's why I like him so much. Kevin Bacon, what's going on, man? Fly Eagles fly, dude. Eagle Slayer says, don't be surprised if Jay Jaws is better in the new system. I'm not saying he's going to break out or unexpected things happen before. No. I don't think so, bro. I don't think he's going to be able to compete with, especially now you got Jamon Osborne from Texas A&M, and you have Trevon Grimes coming onto the. Oh my God, and then Devontae Smith. I mean, it's way too crowded. It's way too crowded. Soul Shade Music says, if the draft turns out as amazing as it looks, how are we going to have his job for another 10 years? Let's see. Jock says, I would like Louis Riddick. Me too, man. I'm with you on that. Marcus says, do you even read my stuff? Yeah, I've read your stuff. I'm reading questions mostly. I'm going through questions and stuff. I'm trying, the chat goes pretty quick now, so I try to go through questions. I can't read every single thing. I try to, but it takes up too much time. By the time people are waiting for their question to get answered, it's by the time I get to it, it's too late. So that's why it's a time thing, because I want to get to people's questions that are still on here watching. Darius Omari, hostage forecast leader of the Foles Nation, checking in. What's up, Shakes? Yo, bro, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good night. Ty Colon 58 said the Eagles' depth could be the future of our O-line. Dickerson is the only lock, though. I think so. And I think, behind Jason Kelce, learning from Jason Kelce, and honestly, Harry Roseman already said that he's not redshirting, so, I mean, he could be, we might see him in preseason, guys. I mean, he's ready to play. So I want to see what he does on the field. I mean, even seeing Jordan Mailata a few years back, just manhandling people, and then obviously getting his chance. Look what he is now. I mean, Jeff Stoutland has done a fantastic job. Best offensive line coach in the league. Definitely. Soul Exchange Music, if we got one good draft and 3 bad drafts, but one of those good drafts led to a Super Bowl, would you keep Howie for another 5 years? You would kind of have to, man. I mean, you would have to. If you had 3 bad drafts and had one good draft leading up to a Super Bowl that same year, it would make you look dumb if you didn't. You would have to keep him at that point. Scott Lynch says, "How come you didn't mention Brooks, dude? He's game. He's game." Oh no, I'm just talking about the players I had issues with, like Isaac Seumalo. I'm not really a big fan of. I love Kelce. Obviously, I love Brandon Brooks. Brandon Brooks is great. Obviously, he's been hurt with those 2 Achilles injuries on each leg now, so it's crazy. You know what I mean? So, I want Brandon Brooks to work out. I think he's the best right guard in the league. I think he's the best. Brad said, I'm sick of Isaac at left guard. Yeah, I'm not a big Isaac Seumalo fan. I'm really not. That's why I don't get why Stefan Wisniewski didn't work out. Did he how did Isaac Seumalo play better than Stefan Wisniewski? I really don't know. Dominic Priest said, we are going to be the bottom of our division. That's what the line's at. They were only going on to win 5 or more games. Do you believe that would be this bad if we had Carson Wentz? Dude, I'm not trying to compare what the season's going to look like if Carson Wentz was here. Okay, I'm not going to support a guy that gave up on this team. And look, it goes on both sides. I'm not going to get into this Carson Wentz stuff, but it's not all his fault, and it's not, it's on both sides. It's on everybody's side. It's Doug's fault. It's Howie's fault. It's Jeffrey Lurie's fault. It's Carson's fault. It's everybody's fault. But at the end of the day, if you quit on your team, at the end of the day, if you pretty much called it quits, if you checked out of Philadelphia as soon as you got benched, which Carson Wentz pretty much quote unquote said during that Pat McAfee or even during his Colts interview when he was signed. It showed a lot. It really did. It really did show a lot. No respect for the fans. No respect for the people that buy his jersey. Just no respect at all. At least to the fans. I mean, and you come out with this PR goodbye letter to everybody saying, "Oh, thank you to the Eagles organization, Dom Smolinski." Get out of here, man. You know what I mean? I have no respect for him at all. Good luck. Good luck. Hey, I'll shake your hand. Good luck. But until you face us next year, we're going to pile you into the dirt next year. But other than that, that's it. Diego Candia says, Mailata, Dickerson, Kelce, Brooks, Johnson. I like it. I want to see if they actually play Dickerson at left guard. We'll see, though. Check out Riddick not leaving. Oh, yeah, he did sign Louis Riddick did sign a Monday Night Football. What was it, 4 or 5 year contract guarantee? Good for him, man. That's a lot of money. A lot of money right there. Eagle says Hicks comes back. He'll be on IR until week 14. Hard pass. Great talent, though. I mean, look, dude, we got to stop with this nonsense about players that used to be hurt here coming back. Obviously, we're doing something wrong with this team. I don't know what it is with this medical staff, how everything's going. So, Jock said, I don't think Howie would want Hicks back since he was Chip's draft pick. I don't think that's the case. I think he was a big fan of Jordan Hicks. Torville said, someone said Howie said that Dillard will be a left tackle, and that concerns me. Mulata deserves it, but I don't think Howie wants a first rounder sitting in the bench because it makes Howie look bad. No, I don't think that's even true at all. Like, Dillard's not going to beat out Jordan Mulata. Number one, Jordan Mulata needs to stay. I mean, Andre Dillard needs to stay healthy. That's number one, because he literally did like 4 reps against defensive ends and couldn't do anything. He got hurt. I think it was against a rep against Josh Sweat, or I forgot, it was probably a backup or somebody. He ended up getting hurt. Ryan Rose says Jordan Mulata needs to move the left guard to replace Alex Samal position right. Might have to play in the right guard. With Mulata, I think you're going to keep him at. You're going to keep Mulata at left tackle. You're keeping him at left tackle. He's 6'8", 350 pounds. You're not moving him to guard. You need his size. You need his violent hands. You just need him at left. You cannot waste his size to be a guard. He's got to be a tackle. He's got to be a left tackle. Mr. Wing said Hicks about to be 29. Hey, I don't care about 29 is a fine age. There's nothing wrong with being 29 as a linebacker. You could play linebacker till you're 34, 35, 36 years old. You know what I mean? As long as you keep your body right and do whatever you got to do. I have no problem bringing Jordan Hicks here back again. I mean, he's a lead. He's got a voice on this defense. He would have a voice on this defense, which what we're definitely missing. We have to develop that over time and create a culture with this defense. Losing Malcolm Jenkins was the worst thing that could happen because he was the glue to this defense. He bandaged up a lot of positions on this defense that we just couldn't draft and couldn't get right. Mr. Wing said Mulata is a left tackle and will be a Pro Bowler. Only 23. It's crazy. Richie MC said Johnny's got the easiest week 1 opponent unless A-Rod is traded to Denver. Yeah, I know they have the Denver Broncos. Yeah, probably. They probably will. They probably could win their first game, most likely. I'm not worried about anybody else besides us. I can care less what they do. I really don't. Guys, everyone's got to stop worrying. This probably won't be the best team this year. It probably won't be. But you know what? I could be wrong. They could surprise us, and I hope they do. I just don't want to hype them up. I don't want to act like we're going to be a tough competitive team. But obviously, I need to see some upgrades at some positions. I need to see preseason. I need to see training camp. I gotta see things with my own 2 eyes. You know what I mean? And coming to that first game, I'm going to be nervous at that first game. It's going to be very nervous to watch this team because you're not going to know what's going to happen. You're hoping Nick Sirianni's going to be nervous. I mean, it's going to be exciting, but it's going to be nerve-wracking as well, guys. Dominic Giovazzo says, easy with undrafted free agents playing. They could. Some of them could, bro. Oh, my God. That's horrible. Fax also has been injured 2 years in a row. They want to get rid of him. He's back to being constantly injured. We'll see what happens this year, bro. If you're talking about Brandon Brooks, that's the case. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? I think Fletcher Cox will get traded next year. That's me. I think he'll actually get traded next year if he doesn't do anything this year. He had six and a half sacks, but from what? From what games? And what garbage time did he get sacks in? You know what I mean? Mr. Wing said, he says, Rager showed enough speed and playmaking ability to be confident in him having a bounce back year. I am on the Rager train like crazy this year. I cannot wait to see this. I mean, Devontae Smith, the way you talked about Rager today, loved it. You know what I mean? And obviously said speed. And Rager flashed some good things. Obviously was used, this whole offense was used the wrong way last year. That's why, how can you just talk about Jalen Rager and say he's a bust or say something like that with this offense and the way we played? Like, everybody stunk last year. Everybody did. You can't just put it on one guy. You know what I mean? Like, okay, Rager was hurt a few times. That's probably the one thing I was like, what, dude, the guy's been hurt like 3 times already in one season. Let's see. Marcus Big Mom 248 says, y'all over-exaggerate the Eagles going to be good this year. Don't sleep on us. I'm telling you, they might surprise us. You never know. Boys for Life said, I think I'm going to the Cowboys versus Eagles game again. Really? That's awesome, bro. But that's like the last game of the season. That's like the last game of the season. But hey, I mean, go, man. I mean, good. Boys for Life, another content creator for the Dallas Cowboys. Really, really good guy. If you guys haven't checked him out, just check his channel. He does a lot of trash talk, does a lot of other things. He likes to call out Eagles fans. I saw what's been going on behind the scenes, so Gotta get my first look, but Boys for Life's good, dude. Soul Exchange Music Smith is going to go from Heisman winner to NFL MVP with only Jalen Hurts in his way on beating him out for the reward. Man, I love this. I love how we talk about this. This is great. Darius Elmar Hosser, Forkhead, we think alike, Joey. Good. Where You Hiding? What's going on, man? If you guys haven't subscribed to Where You Hiding, he has a YouTube channel as well. Please subscribe to his channel. If you guys haven't checked him out, please go to his channel. I honestly didn't know he had a channel until tonight. And I think Big D posted something on Twitter that he was streaming. I said, let me check it out. And I did subscribe to his channel. So, guys, go to his channel if you guys haven't. The late buy, yeah, it's a bummer. I mean, week 10 would be great. Week 11, even week 9 would be fantastic. But you always want that middle of the year buy. But I think, the buy is bad, but it's good too because, before after the Giants, obviously you have the bye. You face the Giants and the Jets. You face the rest of the NFC East. You face Washington, twice, and then you have the Cowboys again. So really, it's not my favorite bye, but I think it'll help us at the end stretch to get more healthy, which would be a good thing. Dominic Purdy says, Eagles champ, who cares if Tim Tebow made a team? You're obviously part of the problem. Smart Broly says, you're up late, bro. I know. I was supposed to do this stream at 10:30. Didn't happen, unfortunately. There is 153 people in the chat, guys. Appreciate everybody coming here today. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. If you guys haven't liked the stream, like it up. It really does help a long way to support this channel. When you like the stream, you're supporting me, and that's all that matters and the great content that comes forward with this. If you guys haven't checked the Philly Shakedown podcast with me and Philly 500, we stream every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Please check that out. We will be on Philly 500's channel this Saturday to talk about, obviously, NFL news, rumors, Eagles stuff, and obviously the schedule this Saturday should be a lot of fun. I just stuttered. I was like, should be a lot of fun, but yeah. Crazy Opinion Sports says, I think we'll go 6-11, 7-10. I know that's not the people want to hear, but we're not that good of a team yet. I just think we haven't seen the product on the field yet. I mean, that's why I can't be like win, loss, easy team to beat, blah, blah, blah. I can go through it all like that. But why? Why am I going to be unrealistic and say that? And I'm going to feel uncomfortable saying that because brand new coaching staff, brand new quarterback. There are so many moving pieces to this offense that we haven't even practiced yet. Okay, the rookies went for rookie minicamp today, okay? So hopefully we see some highlights out of that because I really want to, see something. But King James III says, Devonta Smith versus big play slay in practice. I can't wait for them to make each other better. You know what? And it's crazy. Even before, Devonta Smith got drafted, we had John Hightower and Quez Watkins. They did a good job against Darius Slay. I thought Hightower did an excellent job against Darius Slay. And I actually have the videos on my computer still saved in my Streamlabs about it. And I thought a lot of people were beating Slay in camp last year. But obviously, he's definitely going to make them better. That's definite. Anika P says, is the NFC East the weakest division? I think so. I think it is. I don't think it's the toughest at all. I mean, obviously, it's only competitive because all teams are not fantastic. Look, it's there's a lot of hype with the Giants this year. The Washington's a quarterback away. Can Dak Prescott be the franchise quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys with all those weapons he has on offense? There's a lot of questions going into every team. Every team. If I'm the New York Giants spending that much money, drafting Kadarius Toney in the first round as a hard reach, you know what I mean? You better win a Super Bowl. That's all I got to say. To spend all that money for absolutely nothing to just win the NFC East is not going to be good enough. Let's see. Fato Ochiha says, Philly history is an underdog story all around, and we're once again the underdogs. That's when we perform the best. And I think you're correct on that. I think that's when we come out swinging, we punch somebody in the mouth, and we show them week by week and get more attention week by week, even though we are put down week by week every single week. So I think you're right. I have good vibes from this coaching staff. I have good vibes from Jalen Hurts. Devonta Smith is our number. Oh my God, I still can't believe. I just don't believe it. I don't. And by the way, I'm not seeing these super. Why is it doing this? Okay, I don't know why. StreamYard is horrible. Let's get that straight. It's horrible. Where is my spot? Where is it? Okay, I don't know what's going on. Jeff says, Jeff Murray says, Joey is hitting 20K this year easy. Bro, if that happens, which I don't think it's going to, but I'm telling you right now, if that happens, trust me, there'll be a lot of big thank yous going around to everybody, and especially all the supporters and you guys. Much appreciated from everybody that's checking out the content. I'm always active every single day, I live, breathe, and breathe again. The Philadelphia Eagles, that's all that matters. Check a line said, I don't care about anything as long as we beat the Cowgirls. Sports Talk Podcast, Dak versus Tom Brady. Oh, yeah, first game at Tampa Bay. Cowboys got Tampa Bay. I don't know. That's going to be interesting. Cowboys are going to be hyped to win that game. I mean, that's definite, but, we'll see what happens. Gavin's text says, there was a ranking of the easiest schedule for running backs, and Eagles were 3. Wow. Nick Gainwell is a running back and a receiver. Amazing. Fantastic. He could do everything you want him to do. I love him. I think he could do more than Boston Scott, honestly. I think he'd do a lot more. Eagles 795 to Dallas Monday night games on my birthday. I'm getting trashed. Gavin's text is big year for Sanders. I agree 100%. I really do. He should have had 1,000 yards last year. Well, I'm looking. My green screen is probably going to fall. And if it happens, do not laugh because it probably will happen. I've had trouble hanging this thing up, and it's not even set the right way. Obviously, it's not perfect. So, let's see. Reese's 223 says Ertz for Hicks. I do it. I don't want Zach Ertz here anymore. I'm done. Carapool, what's going on? He says, laugh out loud, Smitty had like 300 people in for his pressure versus like 30 for the others. The questions were horrible. Weren't the questions horrible for Devontae Smith? They didn't start talking football until like the last 2 minutes. What is with these stupid questions? Like, I understand they want to know about his life, his childhood, okay, but I want to know football. I want to know what he's going to do for us. I want to know other things. Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. Reed 223 says Cardinals need a tight end. Probably be the best, honestly. Probably be the best trade. Cannot complain about it. The Giants paid the league not to play us week 1. That's funny. I think that's hilarious, honestly. Carapool said, I heard some interest in Conley. I hope they have interest in somebody. Like, somebody has to come here. I mean, how can you not have anybody here yet? You have Darius Slay. You have Avonte Max. That's really not promising to play on the outside. Cravon LeBlanc's a free agent. They could bring him back just to have depth and see if, obviously he's had some good success with us. I mean, at least something. As Gary Conley, Steven. I mean, I'm telling you right now, the Eagles have to go hard for Steven Nelson. They have to, and I hope they do. If I see Steven Nelson going to the Bills, I mean, I swear to God. I swear. I really hope not. Ryan Russell, Kenneth Gainwell, Trevon Grimes, Miles Sanders will help out the wide receiver core, the running routes, and the catching the ball. I agree. Torvald says, I'm guessing Howie still doesn't have a lot of cap space to work with, but he needs to figure it out, or he's going to have to pay a starting cornerback a pretty good chunk of change. Yeah, I mean, I think, honestly, just say everything goes well this year with the quarterback, the receivers. We say we win the division, or just say we were we had like 9 or 10 wins, okay? We go into next year, they have to get a cornerback next year. They have to sign a cornerback with the first pick of the draft. They have to. I mean, they have no choice. They really have to do it. So, there's some good cornerbacks coming out next year as well, so I'm very excited for it. Rich MC Scott is the man. A Sproles clone is not for the Eagles and the next team. Hope it does not come back to haunt the Eagles. Let's see. We got Joshua Canal says, okay, I was just reading the super chat. That was an old super chat. Joshua Canal says, I think Eagles hold on to Ertz till training camp, seeing if a possible injury occurs around the league. I mean, it could. I mean, what is it? I thought they have to. Don't they have to deal him by June, like a certain date in June, or is it after June? I don't know. They could hold on to him longer, I guess. I don't know what the actual date is, but if they can keep him till training camp, I guess that's possible. Kyle Dick says Hurts seems determined and he seems excited to lead this team. Jalen Hurts has had an awesome offseason. You know what? When these videos come out, Jalen Hurts, he obviously wants the fans to know that he's working his tail off. And that's all I'm asking for. That's all I ask for of him. You know what I mean? If he, I can't make, you know what I mean? If he doesn't work out, he doesn't work out. We're not paying him, franchise quarterback money, you know what I mean? And God knows we can't be doing that, We can't be doing that like we're just throwing, candy at somebody, you know what I mean? We can't be doing that. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm excited to see Jalen Hurts. I think he's got a strong mindset. He's dealt with adversity. He's strong-minded. He gravitates everybody towards him. I mean, he's just like a spiritual god that just everyone is just with him. You know what I mean? I love that. I love that feeling to get what I get out of him. Carapull says Scott needs to be kept strictly for Giants games. Richie MC, Jake Elliott. That's another thing. Why haven't they brought in another kicker? Why are they not? I mean, he's making like $7 million. I don't know how much. He's making a lot of money. He's one of the top paid kickers, and that's really sad. I hate Jake Elliott. I really do. I don't like him at all. Period. I don't. Because he has been just nothing but just god awful. Like, he'll kick a 50-yarder. No problem here and there. Sometimes he'll miss. Then there's like times where he's kicking like 21. What was it, 21 yards last year? I forgot what game. He missed a 21-yard kick last year. I mean, the one job you have is to kick the ball. I mean, do you get nervous that easily? I don't know what the case is. You literally won a Super Bowl in 2017. And, you even missed a field goal in 2017. You missed a field goal in the Super Bowl. I mean, that really made me mad. Careful said, I don't know. We rocked Selleck, Ertz, and Burton in 2017. That was great. Moochie Robinson, what's going on, man? If you guys haven't subscribed to Moochie Robinson, bro, go subscribe to his channel. Another Eagles content creator that does a lot of live streams, covers the Eagles, and you will like his content. So please head over to his channel and hit that subscribe button. Almost to 1,000 subscribers. Definitely deserves it. Really does. Torval said we won't be Casey. Tyreek Hill is going to roast our cornerbacks. They also have Hardman. We have slow cornerbacks. Just give it time, bro. Just give it time. We're not going to be. We're not. Depending on this defense, like this defense needs to play it safe. We need two safeties that could help out these corners as well. But in the box safety, see what you could do. I mean, it depends what they do, man. It really does. Like, I mean, it's kind of bad when Patrick Mahomes can't handle like at least a tackle being out for a Super Bowl, and like he literally just that whole team just fell apart. And this is coming from me and all of you guys that know that we changed the offensive line 14 times and have survived some games and almost had a chance, but Carpos, I watched Winston be straight stud after his last surgery. King One Rocky says all these running backs shouldn't take away from Miles Sanders if he's hot. No, I don't think so either. I think you got to go with the hot hand, but I like to switch it up a little bit too. Like, you use Kerryon Johnson to get those tough yards. You use Kenneth Gainwell, to with some mismatches with Devontae Smith on the field, with Jalen Hurts extending plays using his feet. I think you're going to have a lot of mismatches with this offense. You really are. It's going to be very successful. Eagle Slayer says, I still have a Sidney Jones jersey. That's unfortunate. You'll be all right, dude. You'll be all right. Sam Fleming says, our D-line is going to be nasty with the stunts again. We'll implement Schwartz was way too predictable with his defensive scheme. And I think you're right on that. I think you are. I think there will be stunts. You'll have linebackers in coverage. With these linebackers, Jannard Avery going back to linebacker, he was pretty much not a bad coverage guy when he was with the Browns as a linebacker. And obviously, we switched him to defensive end, which did really help the whole purpose of that. Eric Wilson is probably one of our best coverage guys as well. Davion Taylor, a third-round pick. What has he done? Not his fault, because when did he start? Never. Like, week 10 he came in because of injuries, and then he was horrible. He stunk so bad. I could smell him from here. But unfortunately, that's the way Jim Schwartz played favorites, and he liked Jalen Mills. He loved Derek Barnett. I don't know why he liked Nathan Gary. This dude ran the wrong way. He ran the wrong way. Jock says Jacoby is going to cover Pitts. Angel Afidesz says, have you seen the prices on the Vegas game? I haven't, and I'm afraid to even check that out. I just got my tickets tonight. We got our tickets tonight, so yeah, it's been kind of. I missed out on 3 sets of tickets that I was supposed to get, and I didn't get them, unfortunately. And then finally, I was able to get some tickets for the opener. So I will be at the opener. Just got my tickets today. Show Exchange Music said, I personally don't like the idea of trading Ertz. He had a down year, and last year was a freak show from everyone. I honestly think Ertz is going to bounce back. Goddard is going to be elite. I understand that, but to bring Ertz back makes absolutely no sense. So as long as Ertz is a backup, that's all I care about. If I don't want him to start, I don't, because Dallas Goedert needs a starting job next year. He's on the last year of his contract, so to put Ertz in front of him, you might as well just let Dallas Goedert walk if he's barely going to get snaps, even if they use double tie-in sets, which I don't think they're going to do. You never know. A lot that goes into it. Carpals, why would the Jets win the Super Bowl? The Jets are excited every single year. Like, I'm tired of seeing some of these Jets content creators. They get excited over like everything that happens. Like they signed all these players in 2019, like to all these contracts, all these big players they signed, and it's like every time they switch a coach, they're gonna win the Super Bowl. It's just crazy. Like, and I live in New York. I'm a Eagle fan that lives in New York, and it's really annoying. These Jet fans are like really annoying. It's not even a joke. Nick Young says, Selleck was always so selfless year in, year out. He had crucial blocks and game-breaking catches. Selleck, obviously he was great, at getting the football and everything like that, catching the ball and stuff. But just being a tight end in general, his size, what he could do, especially in his early days, fantastic. But as the time went by, he was becoming more of that, doing all the dirty work, being that big-time blocker, which he was really good at. And really helped his team. I'm really glad he got a ring before he retired. I really am. Salt City Music says Eagles' offense is going to be the best in the NFL. Book it, and the defense will be one of the most productive and clutch in the league. Man, I like the optimistic stuff, man. Trust me. Sam Fleming says the only way Ertz could stay it if he restructures again and can elevate his run blocking. I don't see him doing either of those things. I'd love to see him retire as an Eagle, though. Yeah, I would too, but unfortunately, this is not a good situation for Ertz, and it's not a good situation for us money-wise. We're actually going to have cap space next year. And with 10 draft picks on top of it. If you trade Zach Ertz, could have 11 draft picks, maybe even 12. You never know. Faithful Kid 49 says, is it just me or did the Eagles always play the Falcons week 1 or early in the season? Yeah, it's not just you. It's not just you. It happens. I was at the game in 2018. I think the first game, obviously after the Super Bowl, we faced the Falcons week 1 in Philly when they had those like Super Bowl jersey things on with the things on their chest and stuff. I was at that game. I thought that game was great. It was ugly to watch. The game was very ugly. Ugly game. I remember it was raining really bad that day. Do you remember some of us in healthcare work nights? Jose Trujillo says, I'm at work, but I always listen to your channel. You're great. But hey, man, appreciate it very much. I used to work overnights for 4 or 5 years. So I worked retail for 4 to 5 years overnight. So I know what it's like to work the crazy hours. So trust me, I'm with you. And I appreciate you listening in, bro, while you're working. As long as it makes you happy and it helps you work, it's all that matters to me. I get you through the night, so that's a good thing. Ryan Rose says, Zach Ertz will have a good season by next season. I think he needs to contribute to the running game, developed, improving his ability. Why does everybody want him back? Why does Zach Ertz have to be back? Like, guys have to understand that this guy cannot come back this year. He cannot. Like, number one, it's $12 million against the cap. Dallas Goedert's on the last year of his contract. I don't see why are people trying to block that. This is the reason why the Eagles haven't hit draft picks. This is the reason why young guys on this team haven't had their chance to become starters for this team because of this veteran favoritism that puts Zach Ertz right back in front of Dallas Goedert on the last year of Dallas Goedert's contract. It's just ridiculous. Zach Ertz does not deserve George Kittle money. He does not deserve Austin Hooper money, okay? He does not deserve Travis Kelce money, okay? Zach Ertz has some reliable hands, okay. If you're a team right now trying to trade for Zach Ertz, what are you thinking? What are you taking from Zach Ertz last year? He stunk last year. The whole team stunk last year. Okay, it's not just Zach Ertz. It's not just Carson Wentz. It's everybody. But unfortunately, this coaching staff did not get these guys ready for games last season. That's the huge deal I have with this right now. You know what I mean? Once Zach Ertz is gone, I will be totally fine. Richie MC said, with the super chat says, how beers are done, head to pillow, peace, and so all good night. Thanks to all Philly content YouTubers tonight. Yeah, everyone did a good job covering the schedules and everything. Hey, and thank you for the super chat, Richie. Appreciate it, man. You have a good night, man. Try to drink some water before you go to bed. You don't have a headache in the morning. Make sure you do that. Trust me. Drinking water, drink at least one glass of water. If you're gonna be drinking all night, drink a whole glass of water. You will thank me later. Let me go back down. I have to. There's no name but a hyphen. Kind of waste of an easy schedule when the team's unlikely to contend. Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, just gotta wait. It's a wait and see approach with this team. I mean, don't be down and say we're gonna be horrible this year. I'm not doing that. All I'm saying is, they win 7 to 9 games. I'm good, but I want this team to surprise me. So. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up, guys. I'm trying to catch up. Mr. Flyers 28 Fans 28 says, if the Eagles training camp going to be open to the public at any point, I'd love to get out to one this summer. I don't know. That news hasn't come out yet. They will have that news coming out sooner or later. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it will happen when it does happen. Soul Exchange Music said they have to hold up onto him until June, otherwise they take cap hit of $8 million. Yeah, that's what I heard. Tribe says, rumor has it McVay in LA loves Ertz. You could take him. You could take him. It's all good. Tex X says, I honestly don't want Watson. I have faith in Hurts. Oh, no. Like, the rumors about Deshaun Watson have got to stop. It's got to stop. Eagles champ says, bro, Giants released their schedule in Fortnite game mode. Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was really, that was weird. I thought that was just, childish. Yeah. Verload says, Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith are going to make an impact in the NFL, and I hope they do, bro. I hope they do. Soul Exchange Music, that Hurts pick was low-key genius. How he must have saw into the future like he was Raiden and knew that Wentz was going to be gone. Laughing my ass. Too bad it didn't stop the contact we gave him. It's weird. You know what? If Jalen Hurts wins a Super Bowl with this team, I'm telling you right now, I'm always going to hate that pick. I don't care if he wins 3 championships. It doesn't matter. I will always hate that pick regardless of what happens. You know what I mean? I will always hate it. I will never like it. You can't tell me that. I probably will never like it. We got a super chat from Joseph Hudson, man. I appreciate you being here. He says, "What? So why is it the national media acts like Travis Fulgham isn't on the roster? Dude carried us 4 games last year." You know what, Joe? I really don't know. Ever since that comeback win against the 49ers, he did so well. And as soon as he started struggling a little bit, Doug just benched him. And it's just like, you know what I mean? It's like the guy's got to learn and adapt to adversity. He's got to get better. He just benched him, which really was. If I was him, I would have been very much disrespected. He doesn't seem like that type of guy, but oh man, Travis Fulgham in space, being that possession receiver and those catches he was getting were fantastic. I was so impressed with it. I really was. So I mean, look, at the end of the day, he's got another opportunity to start this year and do something. I would love to put Fulgham on the outside across from Devontae Smith, have Rager in the slot, but obviously that outside spot is going to be in contention, big competition, but we'll see. But obviously, like I said, Joe, veteran favoritism has stopped a lot of these young players for their little short-term success, and that's why, there's a lot of unknowns. There's unknowns at linebacker, there's unknowns at wide receiver. I mean, with some guys, at least at wide receiver. I mean, Devontae Smith and a couple other guys. Obviously, we know who could play, who can't play. But, yeah, that's it. I mean, Travis Fulgham, I'm ready. I'm excited. Appreciate the super chat, Joseph. Joe, much appreciated, man. StreamYard is horrible. And then people are like, what's StreamYard? Oh, it's this that we use, that everybody uses. And I can't stand it because the chats are so... I'm going to move down a little bit. I know. I see people putting in the same stuff. I'm trying to catch up, guys. This is way too long, man. It's hard. Like when I had like 100 subs, it was easy, but now it's just getting to that point now. Hyver says, I don't know about Jefferson's record, but Smith could be really good. 1,400 yards is pretty hard for any receiver, though, let alone a rookie, and having a rookie QB doesn't help. Yeah, I definitely believe that. And you know what? Even with Devontae Smith, I'm thinking a really good year and a lot of yards, and he's going to open up a lot for Dallas Goedert and Jalen Reagor and whoever else is playing in this offense. I don't know if Greg Ward... I want to know the truth if Greg Ward's going to be the slot guy. I think they could find... I think they have somebody on the roster that's better. I think Reagor could be better than Ward in the slot. I think there might be some other guys that might be better in the slot, but you never know at this point. You really don't. Alexander Martinez says, do you think Reagor could break out? Yes. I think he'll have a good year this year. I'm not saying he's going to get 1,000 yards, but I think he's going to have a fantastic year. A culture is going to build between him, Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts. I think it's going to be fantastic. You have 2 first-round pick receivers on your squad with a coaching staff that could develop. I think you have some good things going into it. I think you have some really good things going into it. Gavin Steck says, Joey's the GOAT. Keep up the good work, brother. No, I ain't the GOAT, bro, but I'm glad to put out content. That's all it matters to be. I appreciate the compliment, bro. Much appreciated. As long as it keeps you happy and you guys are, you guys are supporting, man. It helps. I love putting out this news every day. I've been doing it for 5 years, going on 6 now. Alexander Martinez says, "What are your thoughts on Derek Barnett?" Honestly, I bet he's not playing like when we drafted him. He's not he's not playing like a first round pick. Where he's paying. I don't know why the Eagles never extended him at least to lower the cap hit. He's making $10 million this year. I don't know why. I don't know why Derek Barnett's making $10 million. I really don't know. I'm really confused on why he's making $10 million. You guys know why he's making $10 million? I really don't. You're restructuring all these other guys, but Derek Barnett, got to have him make his $10 million. Why not? So we got a super chat from LJ Fields. He says, Grimes is taking somebody's spot, bro. He is nice. He's got a chip. He has got a chip on his shoulder. It's grime time in Philadelphia. He is like, you know what? I think the one thing I want to question him about is his speed. Like, I see his speed. I'm like, okay, he's okay. He could run. Okay, but I need to see how it transfers to the NFL. How he transforms into the NFL with his speed. Good hands, long arms, big hands. I mean, I've watched a lot of tape on him. I've watched full games of him on every rep, and he plays very angry. He does. Which I do like. I'm telling you, this wide receiver core is going to change. It's going to change overnight, guys. I mean, it is. Appreciate the super chat, LJ Fields. Much appreciated, bro. Vincent Salamentino says, I could see Hurts throwing to Smith enough to break the record. Alexander Martinez, do you see Miles Sanders being our number 1 back for the future? I hope he is, man. And you know what? Last year, he would have had 1,000 yards. His first 1,000-yard season when it came last year. You know what I mean? But big competition, 8 running backs this year. Elijah Holyfield, just take him out. Adrian Killens, just take him out. I think it's really going to be Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell. You got obviously you got Jordan Howard. You got a lot of guys. Boston Scott. You have even Jason Huntley's another guy, which I don't think I think some of these guys will be special team guys. Adrian Killens. Why am I calling him AJ Killens? Adrian Killens will probably be special teams. You know what I mean? Like it's just the way it is right now. We have a new special teams coach now, so I'm hoping our special teams. That's the third part of our game. We need to really amp up because we haven't had good special teams since I don't know 2014. It's probably been that long. I don't even know at this point. Like at least 2014. That's how long it's been. So it's kind of been a drought. So we need to I'm tired of Boston Scott being back there. Like they need to. I want to see a whole different squad for kick returns and punt returns, whatever they're going to do. So. Annie Yegg says, if you could choose between going to a game between the Chiefs or Buccaneers, what would you choose? I don't know. I feel like I would love to go to the game, face Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, just because I would like to beat him again. Just to do it. Especially with him on another team. I think we could have last time when he was on the Patriots, but unfortunately, Aguilar had to drop a catch in the end zone. It was just bad. It was just bad. But I would definitely like to see Tom Brady again, definitely. Brand Pearson says, I completely agree with you getting rid of Ertz. Save the cap space for the corner. That's what I'm saying. $12 million cap hit? Why? What is the point? Like, you guys have to think future. You guys can't think like, oh, because he's still good, you just want him here. You got to think of how much he's going to cost. You got to think of how much against the cap he's going to be. You got to think of all these things. You can't just say, oh, I just want him and that's it. You know what I mean? That's how it is, man. That's how it is. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Hold on. Do not be mad at me. We have a super chat from Joseph Hudson. Appreciate the super chat, man. He says, love the channel. Just join. Wrench me, dog. I will. I'm going to do that right now, actually. I got to start doing that. If people become members as well, if you become a member, I automatically give you a wrench. So if you go down the description below and check out the memberships as well, get your emojis and your custom emojis and stuff like that, I definitely will give you a wrench. But my phone is just like, what's going on with this phone? I don't know what's going on. Hold on real quick. There it is. I am here. I am back. All right. All right, Joe, you have a mod. You are a mod. Welcome. You're going to love this channel a lot, man. Appreciate the super chat, man. Much appreciated, dude. There are 151 people in the chat, guys. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, my green screen is going to fall on my head sooner or later, so watch it. And you're going to record it and probably put it on the internet. But it's all right. If you guys have not subscribed to the channel, we cover the Eagles all year round. If you guys haven't liked this video, like this stream, guys. It really does help the channel out a lot. I have some surprises coming this week. I'm actually upgrading my setup a little bit, so it should be a lot of fun. And if you guys check out the Philly Shakedown podcast with me and Philly 500 every single week at 9 p.m. on Saturdays. I will be on Philly 500's channel. We alternate channels back and forth every week. I will be on Philly 500's channel Saturday. And then next week, I have something to do with family next weekend, so we're going to actually make the stream somewhere in the middle of the week to late in the week. So watch out for that as well, guys. Much appreciate to everybody that has been supporting. It's 1:22 in the morning, and there's 150 people in here. How is that? Guys, go to sleep. I can't stand it anymore. Sorry. I need to go to sleep. That's what I got to do. But I won't. Eagle Slayer 95 knows that. Eagle Slayer said, if they're opening up for a football season, why not for an open practice? I don't know, because I think they were doing a charity thing. They were giving away to charity, so they want people to pay to go to these open practices. Like I went once. Did I go twice? I may have just went once. It was a couple years ago, and I loved it. It was hot. It was really hot out. It was hard to sit in those seats when it was hot. So really, it's like a walk around, the stadium, and it's a hard day to do. But I would love it if they could do it. Vincent Salamontino says, well, yeah, the Watson rumors are insane and ridiculous. Oh, beyond. Like, what's his name? Who said those rumors again a couple days ago? I forgot. I have no idea. But it's ridiculous at this point. Knock Andrew says, we play you guys week 7. That's the Raiders. Yeah, that should be a fun game. I'm actually excited to see the stadium. I think that stadium looks fantastic. It looks great. I'm actually a big fan of that stadium. I like that shiny black, Shea Stadium. I love like how it looks. It looks fantastic. Definitely want to go there one day for an Eagles game, especially. I would love to go this year, but unfortunately probably can't. Sam says, same here. Peter King, that's his name, saying Philly is landing spot for Aaron Rod. Oh, no. Hell no. There's no chance of that happening. The article was just complete nonsense. I swear to God, like guys just want hits on their articles at this point. Vince said, I was fine with the Hurts pick because I thought he was a first-round value. Well, hey, if it was a first round, to me, I thought he was made. I don't really know. I really don't. I don't know if he was second-round value. Maybe he was third-round value. I have no idea. Chas Diller said this team will not be as bad as people think. 10 wins is not out of the picture. And look, being optimistic is great, and I hope that happens. I really do. Tex X says Devonta Smith even said me and Hurts are the beat duo in the league, and also following up with we push each other to be better. So effing hyped. Love that statement right there, Tex X. Love that statement right there. BBC 215 said I'd rather have Watson and Smith than Hurts and Smith. Sorry, not sorry. Everyone has their opinions, man. Alexander Martinez, do you like the idea of signing Steven Nelson? Oh, yeah. I want to sign him now. Before we signed Eric Wilson, a month before we signed Eric Wilson, I made a video saying Eric Wilson is the most underrated linebacker in free agency. He wasn't signed forever. And then we signed him, and I was like so excited. The guy took over for 2 linebackers that got hurt for the Vikings, 122 tackles, 3 sacks. He did fantastic. I loved him a lot. But Steve Nelson, 28 years old, still in his prime, a solid cornerback. Could play man, could play zone. He's just solid. If he comes here, you shore up that one side of the line while Zach McPherson competes for that starting job, see what he could do, and just see what happens, guys. I think Steven Nelson is – I've been wanting him for months. For months. I wanted Eric Wilson for months, and my wish came true. Hopefully getting Steven Nelson will make another wish come true for me. Texas says, I think Grimes will win the outside. We need a young team, too. We're a lot younger this year, okay? We were, before last year, we were the second oldest team in the league. That's bad. That's bad. But this is why you keep holding on to players for way too long past what they're supposed to do. Eagle Slayer, I'm not high on Rager at all. He gives me Rager vibes. I know you don't like Jay. I know you're not a big Rager fan, but I just watch, man. Just watch. Hyphen, I actually have big doubts on whether Rodgers is going to get traded at all, but Philly seems that like a huge long shot, given that there's too much to give up to have just a chance. No. If we had all the pieces, and we were like a quarterback away from competing, I'd do it. I'd definitely do it. But we're not in that position to trade. We're not. There's too many holes in this team right now. There's a few holes here and there that we need to, and we have 10 picks we really desperately need next year. I hope Howie Roseman is not picking next year, but, it is what it is. Brandon Peterson, we desperately need a second corner. Get rid of Ertz for the cap space. Exactly. That's what I'm telling you. Don't waste your time. Give Jack Stahl, your undrafted free agent, a chance. Give Hakeem Butler a chance. Give Jason Kroom a chance. Give Caleb Wilson a chance. Give somebody a chance. Stop bringing guys back. Let go. Okay? Let go. That's all I'm saying. Ivy says we should have signed AB for cheap. I'm not a big fan, but he played great for Washington, but I'm not. I like what we have. Yeah, I don't get why he said that. Rager gives you Rager vibes. Deshaun Dupree, what's going on, bro? He says they done messed up and let the fans back in this. Fly Eagles fly. Hashtag hurt season. Dude, imagine if we had fans in 2020. I think Carson would have been benched earlier. The fans, there would have been things would have been thrown on the field. I'm telling you, it would have been bad. It would have been so bad. And luckily, they didn't have fans because the fans. This opener is going to be This crowd is a big reason this team wins games. And I'm not saying it to be biased because we have the best fans, because we do have the best fans. Okay, and it's a huge difference when we have Eagle fans at games. At 100% capacity, I'm seeing these guys pay $500 for tickets, and they're going to these games this year, and there's, nobody there. What is the point? The point is, I could go into a game, I can get out, I can get on the highway, I easily can go back home. It's yeah, great, but the whole point of a football game, it's the whole point of going to a movie theater is because, you don't want to see a movie on the day one, and you want to sit with a bunch of people and react together and go through everything together. I mean, that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? Like if we score a touchdown, I can easily turn around and just touch everyone's hands and slap everybody's hand. It's no one cares. It's a family at the link. It always has been. That's why I love it so much. My sister was the same way. She's like, "Wait, do you know those people?" I'm like, "No, I have no idea who half these people are." So Vincent Salamontino says, "I think Rager is better on the outside." Eagle, sorry, I meant Aguilar vibes. Stanley was saying Grimes, X, Smith, Z, Rager, slot, Hightower, Watkins, fourth wide receiver at spread. So you're saying they're going to keep, 4 receivers this year? I think they'll keep 5, guys. I think they will keep 5 receivers this year. I got a good feeling. Taylor Cooper says, Giants fan on Twitter acting like they're going to go to a game at the link. Do they not remember how intense we are at the game? Stay out of our stadium. Yeah, it's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. It doesn't matter. You could try to stomp on us, do whatever you want, but I'm telling you right now, you make the wrong move, you're going to pay for it, bro. So that's all I'm going to say. Dave Eagles Champ 34 said, think we could beat Atlanta week 1. I think we could. I mean, I think both offenses are going to be the strong points of that. 2 rookie coaches. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of different moving parts to that game. Defensively for both teams, we might struggle. I think we have the better defense, but, obviously I think both defenses will struggle. But I have to see what we have for this defense when the time comes, when this roster is finally, formatted and obviously the final roster is here. So we'll see what happens. AA9 VARP, what is going on, man? Deshaun Priest, Rager is the dog in our wide receiver room. I believe it. Ivy said, Kadarius Toney and Rager kind of the same type player. Kind of. I think so. I think, I definitely agree. Like, I didn't want to draft Kadarius Toney. I felt like he was more of a Jalen Rager type player. But, yeah, that's why I thought that was a reach. I thought that the Giants should have drafted Rashad Bateman with that pick. They should have at least got Rashad Bateman. I think Rashad Bateman would have been a really good pick for them. But Kadarius Toney is drafted, and he's probably not even going to play. With Shepard and with how I can't even say his name. I forgot his name, but it's too late right now. And obviously John Ross. They're deep at receiver. I mean, they're deep right now. So. Galladay. Kenny Galladay. I'm forgetting names because it's so late. Eagle Slayer says Sweat is better than Barnett. Absolutely. I feel like Josh Sweat actually plays worse in a rotation. I actually feel like he plays worse. The more he's on the field, the better he plays. So I love Josh Sweat. He's played better and better every single year. I have had no problems with Josh Sweat at all. Former 4th round pick out of Florida State. Fantastic. I think he was supposed to be a late first-round pick, but I think he had knee issues, and that's why he dropped in the draft. TexX says Barnett will have a breakout year with Gannon. I really hope so. Like, I really don't want him to, not do anything and then get hurt. Like, he just gets hurt every year. He had a good 2017 season. He had a really good 2018 season, and after that, kind of fell down after that, so... Jock says Jalen Hurts, MVP, Devontae Smith, Rookie of the Year. Oh, man, that would be great. Robert California says RPOs are going to be unstoppable this year. Sanders is a beast. Hurts can run, and Smith on the slant is deadly. In open space, technical route runner. You got the best route runner in the draft. In my opinion, the second best player in this draft, besides Trevor Lawrence, obviously. So, Joseph Hutt says, just joined. Love the channels. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate everybody. Am I not seeing something? All right, I'm making sure I'm not missing anything because sometimes it notifies me if somebody sends something and then it kind of gets a little messed up. So appreciate everybody being here. Shad Dupree says, Sir, Siri better not hold back on any of our... Oh, he ain't holding back. Let me tell you something. He talked about, no banana routes. He said stick your foot in the ground, and he is going to be very aggressive with this offense and knows how to use these players to their strengths, and that's what Doug couldn't do. So I'm very excited about that. TexX said Grimes has the hype energy. He gives off good vibes. We need that. I agree. I see it on tape. Vincent Salamentino says Smith, Rager, and Hightower will be our starting receivers. Hightower's interesting. He really is. He had a problem with dropping the football. He had some drops, and then he kind of moved up a little bit more. I thought Hightower was used the wrong way. They had him on go routes. Like, I don't know why. Use him to the middle of the field. He's got a really good quick step out the top of his route. Like, why are you using him on go routes? Like, it was cool, but that's all they really used him for. Like, I feel like they used the wrong player for that. Like, I think Quez Watkins would be that player to do that, but I don't know. They did some weird things with these receivers. I think John Hightower could do a lot more than what he's doing. Torville says it will be interesting to see how our DL does without the wide 9. It could be better or worse. Hard to know. I think they'll be better off without it. I think they can literally train these guys to get to the football, and we'll see what happens. I mean, I think they'd be better without it. I think they'll still do it, but I think they'll be better without it. Lou D says Joey Fulgham, Smith, Rager, Ward, Watkins, Grimes. I like that. Don't mind it. Eagle Slayer says clock's ticking on Barnett and Rager. I wouldn't say on Rager. Rager's going into his second year. I would say on Barnett, yeah. Barnett, definitely. Rager, no. Joseph, channel is fire. I think I gave you a wrench, Joe. I think I gave you a wrench. Let me see. I didn't give you a wrench? What the hell is going on? No, it says you're a moderator. It just says remove moderator. It should, if you exit out of the chat and come back on it, maybe it works. It should work. It says you're a moderator. We have Nitro. What's going on, Nitro Freaky says I see 5-12 at best. He hates Jalen Hurts, by the way. I don't want to dislike Jalen Hurts, but I do like his vibes. I'm happy for him, you know what I mean, and just see what happens. If he stinks, he stinks. I mean, I'm just being a fan. I'm just trying to support the team. I'm just trying to support my quarterback. That's all I'm trying to do. By the way, guys, if you have subscribed to Nitro Freak, please, if you guys have not, please subscribe to his channel. If you guys have not, he's come a long way. I've been on YouTube for a long time. One of the first guys I met when I first got on YouTube 5-6 years ago. If you guys haven't subscribed to him, please go to his channel. He is dead honest about everything. Trust me. You want something straight to the point, you go to Nitro Freak's channel for that. So, much love, man. Much love. Lou DC, the running back room is insane right now. It is. It really is. Joker Benefica says Joey Bosa at the same amount of sacks than Barnett and is paying $26 million a year. Yeah, it's interesting, and you are right about that. Derek Barnett, I'm just not feeling him. I'm really not. I think if Barnett is healthy at 100%, he plays fantastic. But when he has these injuries, he comes back from these injuries during the year. He has to work himself to 100% to be his normal self on the field. It takes a while to do that, guys. Like when a guy starts, comes back from injury, they're not 100% yet. Some guys wait till they're 100%. Some guys come back a little earlier because they need to help their team. But obviously, you're risking more injury when you're doing that. Josh Cases, my gut feeling says 9-8. Nigel Freak says schedule does not match up in our favor at all. I can't even say it's going to match up or it's not going to match up in our favor just because there's too many unknowns with Nick Sirianni, how this offense and this defense is going to do, new coaching staff, new quarterback. I can't say we're going to win this game, lose that game. I can't say it because there's too many moving pieces that aren't proven yet. You know what I mean? It's like a brand new team going into the season. It's not like we're coming off of, it's not like Doug's still here. It's not like, Carson Wentz is still here. So, I mean, there's really nothing much to go there's really nothing much to go off of. I wrote 11-6 or maybe 10-7 best case scenario, 7-9 one worst case scenario. Yeah. I love the optimism for 11-6 or 10-7, but at the same time, I'm going to be real with myself too until I see these guys play and see what happens. Chris DeBig says, who would you rather have in next year's draft, the LSU corner or Oregon edge? I love that LSU corner. I actually tweeted out one of his trailers. He had this little mini highlight trailer the other day. What is his name? Singletare or I forgot his name. But fantastic, really good. Could be the first corner taken next year in the draft. I'm going to move down a little bit because I am so behind right now. Let me go down as far as I possibly can, see what happens. See if I screw myself doing this. Torville said, I don't know if you saw Devon's interview today, but the kid is so mentally sharp. Every answer was perfect, almost like he knew that what they would ask him. Now, definitely. Gavin texted, is it 9 p.m. Eastern for Saturday? Not yet, but soon, man. Yeah, we're going to be on Philly 500's channel on Saturday. It'll be on his channel Saturday, and then next week we'll be back on my channel like during the week. So, Vincent Salamatino says 7-9 is my record prediction. Carlos Du says, what's up, Joey? Was in the Middles podcast earlier, and they were giving away 10 jerseys and 2 ticket bucks at Philly. I won a Devontae Smith jersey. There was a few people that won jerseys. What's going on? Where's my jersey at? Why didn't someone tell me about this? But dude, congratulations on the jersey, man. That's great. I wish I got a free jersey. Eagle Slayer says 5-12 for me. Slayer, you're such a downer. You're such a downer, bro. Dwight Davis says they say Tom Brady is going to expose Dallas Cowboys defense. We're going to find out sooner or later. Dallas Cowboys for life. They sleeping on our defense already. I can't wait. It might be a sad day. It should be an interesting game. It's gonna be. I'm hoping. I don't know what time they play. 1. They play at 1 p.m. I don't even know. Michael Myers, my favorite man, says I got a feeling that Grimes would be deadly as tight end. He's got a tight end frame. He does. He's definitely. I think he could definitely go to that position. Let's see here. I feel like it's almost a foregone conclusion that Watson will be out next season. Probably. Could be. Could happen. Or, he might get signed to a team next year. You never know. You know what I mean? LUB says we can get Nelson when we get rid of Ertz. Go Eagles. I agree. 100%. Let's see here. Justin Quarles, what's going on, man? He said, Hurts has some of that it factor. I think you guys will be fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping he does. I'm hoping he shows it like the offseason. He's working his tail off, but obviously, working in the offseason is working in the offseason. I got to see him on the field. I got to see him when he has pressure in his face. I got to see a lot of things. I've saved almost every offseason clip of Jalen Hurts and what he's been doing this offseason, and I've been very impressed at his work ethic. That I can't deny. So I'm hoping to see some good things out of it. Michael Myers says, Grimes has a jersey selling name. It's catchy. It definitely is. Dwight Davis says, it's going to be a sad day for Tom Brady and them Bucks. They say Tom Brady is going to expose their defense. I'm very excited for that game, bro. LUB says, Joey Shakes, like your channel. Awesome work. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you coming in, dude. Much appreciate everybody coming in here. Yeah, we're going on almost 2 hours. An hour, 56 minutes, 139 people still in the chat. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, if you're new, if you're an Eagles fan, if you're not an Eagles fan, whatever. If you like the content, then hey, press the subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't. If you guys haven't liked the stream, like the stream before you leave today. Much appreciated. It really does help support this channel a lot. Check out, obviously, memberships and everything like that in the description below. All the links are down in the description below. And check out the Philly Shakedown podcast with me and Philly 500 every Saturday at 9 p.m. This Saturday, we will be on Philly 500's channel. So it should be really exciting. We're going to talk about the schedule. We're going to talk about Eagles news and rumors. We go over the Eagles news and rumors. I write down everything for the week, and then we kind of go over everything. So you never miss any news when we do our podcast every Saturday. Everything that happens in 1 week, we go over everything. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, you're going to see him on my channel as well. So obviously we switch channels every single week. So let's see here. Illa said, I feel like we aren't getting a cornerback too, so we can get one high next year. They have no chance but to get somebody this year. They have to get we have no bodies. We don't have enough bodies to even for training camp. We really don't even have enough bodies right now. Honestly. I mean, at least guys that are capable. That's what I'm saying. Not guys we're getting off the street that work at McDonald's or someone that works at a tire store. Okay, we're looking for guys that are capable to play the position and call it a day. Tex X says Howie helped his job with this draft. I love it. Ed Yellen drafted draft. I would give it an A minus. I gave this draft a B minus, and it's not because of the Landon Dickerson pick. It's because of how they did the draft. It was a B minus. It's because like if they drafted a corner in the second round, I'd be a little bit more happy, but the Landon Dickerson pick is more likely for next year when Jason Kelce retires, and obviously I understand that. I mean, there must be some insight. Do the Eagles know that Jason Kelce is retiring? I have no idea. I mean, they could, they can't. I don't know what they know. I don't work for the Eagles. I have no idea. I know as much as you guys do, okay? I just read a lot of stuff and go over a lot of stuff because I have no life, but that's just the way it is, so. Vincent Salmatino, I need to drink water because my throat is so dry right now. It feels like sand. I hate sand, but it feels like sand. Vincent Salmatino says Jack Stoll is a legend in the making, plays like Mark Andrews. Deshaun Dupree says Hurts needs to practice his own on the run throw. Seen him roll left and choose not to throw the ball because he was running left, but there was a guy open and he saw it too. Yeah, the one thing I have to say about Jalen Hurts is when he rolls out to his left, or he's got to twist his waist to make the pass. He has been a little bit inaccurate with those type of passes across his shoulder. So he's probably got to work on that. I mean, he's been working on a lot of mechanics this offseason, so hopefully it does show. So I'm excited, man. Devontae Smith. How did we get Devontae Smith? I don't even know. If you guys haven't checked out my reaction with Philly 500, that was probably one of the most exciting draft picks I've ever went through in my life as an Eagles fan. No joke. Lou D says Hurts is going to be good this year. They have more young, talented weapons on the offense. They have had in a long time, maybe even more than 17. I can't wait to see what this offense looks like. I think it could be better than 2017, to be honest with you. I think this offense could be a lot better this year. I really think it can. They have depth at running back. They have depth at offensive line. They have a quarterback that can scramble, that can really make you. They can make you think twice about stepping up to Jalen Hurts. I'm telling you right now. You take a bad angle on Jalen Hurts, he's going to either run for it or he's going to find somebody that's going to be wide open. Watch out for Devontae Smith. Watch out for Jalen Reagor, and watch out for whoever else is out there that competes for another spot. So, Tex says Hurts is determined big time. Easy Money says, well, if fans boo Hurts if he starts the season 1-5, probably. Of course. Definitely. If he's 1-5, I'll be mad myself. I'll be booing him myself. Dude, I criticize Carson Wentz, and I'll criticize Jalen Hurts the same way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be the same thing. Obviously, I was saying that get Carson out there, like week 3 dude should be ball boy. Yeah, I thought he should have at least been benched by like week 4 or 5. At least week 5, he should have been benched. And I was so surprised. I'm like, dude, if this guy was on another team, he would have been benched already. And this guy was still on the field. Don't get it. Annie Yegg says, if we lose to the Lions again the 4th time in a row, I think I might punch a wall. Yeah, definitely. Vince Salmatino says, the roof is going to come off the first time Hurts breaks a loose for a touchdown run. I can't wait to see that for the first time. I'm so hyped for that. Daniel Santone, what's going on, man? Jeb Murray says, on late Joey, our fans give us wins at home, no doubt. I mean, that's definite, man. You can't argue with that. Really wonder how Wentz will do with the Colts. Well, I hope he does pretty good because, we need some compensation in return. So, I wish him luck, but, that's as far as it goes. I could care less other than that. Jeremiah Butler says, I will be at the first game. Oh, and I will be at the first game too. So I'll be at the home opener. I'll be at the first home game. I just got my tickets tonight. It was so hard getting tickets tonight. So me and my girlfriend are getting tickets. We got tickets already. So very excited. Yeah, I'm pumped for it. I don't care if I have to get a vaccine, no vaccine, whatever it takes to get to that stadium. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Let's see. Michael C says, you're all going to regret the Tony slander. I think he's dope. I'm not saying he's bad. Like, we're not saying he's a bad receiver. We're saying he's a reach. He should have been a second-round receiver with a Giants offense that's loaded at receiver right now. Like, when is he going to play this year? They're going to draft him in the first round to use him on third downs, or what? To use him to get punt returns? I mean, what are they using him for? Why they draft him? What's going on? I have no idea. Yeah, they have a lot of speed with those receivers. They got John Ross. They got Kadarius Toney now. You know, Kenny Galladay, Sterling Shepard. I mean, they have a lot of – they have guys. I think Sterling Shepard's more of a slot guy, obviously. You know, he was trying to play more of an outside guy. I think he's more of a slot receiver, obviously. And they have Slayton on top of it. So, they got some good receivers over there. But Kadarius Toney just adds to the mix, but it's just like a first-rounder. I thought that pick was bad. I think it was a good pick. Not because he's a bad player, because why? Like, what's the point? You know, you have a luxury pick, you know what I mean? Deshaun Dupree said it would be funny if Hightower starts. I don't think it would be funny. I mean, look, I'm looking for the best receivers to come out and fight. They're going to fight. You know, they're working together, but at the same time, they're competing, so that's what I'm hoping for. Tex says, Giants fans were trying so hard like the Tony pick, saying we didn't want Smith anyway. Yeah, I know. I saw all that. Smith's not happy to be here, blah, blah, blah. They're just mad. They're just mad. Jason Russell says Quez Watkins isn't better than Hightower. Watkins did one good play, and you're all over him. Well, I mean, really, like Hightower did a lot. I mean, Hightower had some good passes, but they were just go route passes at the end of the day. Like, I think Quez brings a little bit more to the table because he has that speed, and he has. I think he could play better on the top of his route. I mean, if you actually put him on a route, not like going in a straight line up the field, I think he can actually do a lot better. So, just gotta give it time, man. Like, yeah, it's one play, but you know, it is what it is. I think Quez Watkins is definitely a steal. I just think he needs the coach. It's really the coach's fault for what's been going on. You know what I mean? Doug Pearson, this coaching staff on development has been just horrible. You know what I mean? We got a super chat from the Nest out west of Philly, Foothills. What's going on, bro? He says, thank you for providing great content for us late night. Yeah, well, dude, I wasn't supposed to stream this late. I was supposed to stream at 10:30. I was on my me and my girlfriend were on my phone. We were trying to get tickets for the opener. I was on there for like an hour and a half trying to get tickets, and we finally got tickets for the opener. So I was very happy. And if you guys haven't subscribed to the Nest out west of Philly Foothills, please, I'm gonna actually have him on my show definitely soon. Almost hitting 1,000 subscribers. Guys haven't checked his channel out, please go to his channel. Really, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it over there. It's very down to earth, you know, very straight up with everything, and brings a little flavor to the channel. So definitely check his content out. But yeah, man, just up late. Well, we're gonna be ending. We're over 2 hours already, so it's been kind of crazy. But appreciate coming in, man. Late night. We got Lionel Thomas. I'm sorry if I say it wrong. Please don't be mad. Appreciate the super chat, man. He says Giants gonna regret not drafting an O-line in the first round when Eagles D-line killed them. Yeah, like that's a problem too. Like their O-line needs a little bit of work. I forgot. I think they need a guard. I think at left guard they need some work. I mean they need protection. They need some protection. I obviously know they have Saquon Barkley that's hopefully trying to stay healthy this year to run behind that offensive line. So I forgot who else they signed. They signed some good depth at running back as well. I forgot who else they actually signed. I don't even remember who it was. It was a long time ago they signed a running back. Forgot his name, though. Been a while, though. But, Leon, appreciate it, man. Tex said, I saw something that says Steven Nelson has 14 teams targeting him. Yeah, that's the news I read. That's the news I actually read the other day. That's the news I read the other day. So, I mean, I know it's the Bills, Texans, Eagles. I forgot who else is involved in it, but the Eagles need to make a strong push. They cannot let this go out of their hands. They really can't. They really can't. Steven Nelson's got to think about his future. He's got to think about what's the right situation, you know, where he could start, where he'll play, who's on the defense. I mean, he picks at the end of the day, so. J-Shot247 said if he runs out of the pocket and rushes towards the sideline and some linebacker DT plants his head into the ground, his neck could crack. That's not good. That's horrible. That's a lot of detail with that. Could write a book on that. Let's see here. Obviously, hopefully we don't suppress talent like we usually do. No, I think it's a different era, bro. We're done with that. Like we see something, we're rocking with it. My mic is really loose. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like that, dude. I think it's a whole new era with the Philadelphia Eagles. We'll see what happens. Leon Thomas says Cowboys gonna get murdered, start 0-1. I look like. I think it'll be a good, like, the first game of the season is always a toss-up because it's the first game. You know what I mean? Like, it's the very first game. So either you're going to play good, you're going to play bad, you're not going to be into it. I don't know. Like, sometimes these teams that are supposed to win don't win. Sometimes the teams that are supposed to lose don't lose. So, the Giants almost beat the Buccaneers last year. I mean, they almost beat them. It was close. They almost did it. I thought they beat them? I don't think they did. But it was a close game, though. Brad Rice says Hurts, Smith, Dickerson will have C's on their jersey soon. Man, you're thinking about the future way ahead, but I like it, though. Mr. Underdog says Dickerson with 51 looking weird. Yeah, these numbers are weird. He should have at least took Matt Pryor's number. That's what he should have took his number. If that was up to me, I should have. John Jenkins says, "Can we get Nelson? He would be a great pickup." I'm hoping they push hard for him. I really hope so. Leon Thomas is gonna be hard to get him. Eagles are broke. I mean, they could work. I mean, obviously, I mean, they're gonna try. You know what I mean? They're gonna try and give it a shot. As long as they give it a shot, I don't care. But they really gotta push hard for him. I mean, he's not. Guys, like, if he gets a multi-year deal, I'll be surprised. But if it's all on me, it'd be a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal, $8 to $10 million, something like that. I mean, at least something like that. I'd give him that because he is a solid cornerback. He's not a bad cornerback. He just waited till after the draft. He wants everyone to draft their guys, and then obviously he gets to sit back and work with his agent and see what team he wants to go to and kind of pick himself. Torville says if Dickerson ends up being healthy, let him challenge Samalo at guard this year. Then when Kelsey retires, maybe move him or keep him at guard based on how he does this year. I think you have to put Dickerson at center next year because he comes to a whole different level of playing. Because you know what? If he's not getting blocked, just say Dickerson. I've seen film when Dickerson is not, when no one's on there. If there's no nose tackle on Dickerson or no one's blitzing on his up the middle to him, Dickerson will help out a guard and pancake somebody. I mean, it's 6'6", 325. I mean, he's just monstrous. You got to have a guy like that at center. We've always talked about Jason Kelsey being undersized for so long. Okay, and now you have a guy that's 6'6", 325, violent hands, and very athletic for his size. I mean, it's abnormally abnormal, not normal, okay, of how he looks. So, Eagle Slayer says, Tre'Davious White for Ertz, you want to win, right? I'll take it. I take it in a heartbeat. I mean, if I was the Bills, I'd be like, are you smoking something? Because I have no idea. But John James, I can't believe that the Eagles did not the corner from Florida State. Yeah, Asante Samuel Jr. It's unfortunate. If they weren't going to draft JOK from Notre Dame, I was fine with getting Asante Samuel. When they picked a center, I was like, smart move. And then all of a sudden we heard, oh, he tore his ACL. Oh, wait, he had 2 ACLs. Oh, wait, he had 2 knee problems, 2 ankle problems. I'm like, oh, my God, this is crazy. But you know what? He proposed to his fiancée on 1 knee, so I guess that shows that he is very healthy. Let's just say that. Jock says we can get Conley cheap. I agree with that. TexX says underrated pick up is Anthony Harris. No one talked about it. He's had a great season 2 years ago, but they always forget the ups and remember the downs. It was COVID season, what you expect. And plus, there was a lot of injuries on that defense for the Vikings as well. A lot of young players had to step in for that defense. Anthony Harris is, 30 years old right now? Or I think so. I think he's 30. And, it's just, they got to give, he's on a 1-year deal. At the end of the day, he's on a 1-year deal. 2 years ago, he was making $11 million on a franchise tag. He was leading the whole league in interceptions with 6 picks. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's kind of nuts. Old Soul 1-1. 1-1 says, what position do you think the Eagles are drafting in the first round next year? If everything goes well, I'm looking for cornerback. I'm looking for the cornerback of the future. Darius Slay is here for one more year after this year on his contract, and that's it. Eagles are going to be down like 2 cornerbacks going into the 2023 draft. I think at least like next year you're gonna have Darius Slay just on a 1 year. We've got one more year left, and yeah, you're down corners after that. So. John Jenkins says, what do you think of the additional week? I like it. I don't mind it. I mean, I hate 4 weeks of preseason. I'd rather have 3 weeks of preseason. So add another game, makes the season longer. You can add another team to the playoffs, make things more interesting, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm fine with it. Let me give. Hold on. The Nest Out West says wrench, please. Hold on. Let me give out a wrench to Philly Foot Heels. All right, the Nest Out West is officially a mod, guys. And if you want to be an automatic mod, you get a membership, and you'll have an automatic mod for this channel. Obviously, I don't like people blocking or timing people out unless they're spamming. No racial remarks. If any of that goes on, your wrench gets taken away. That's what happens. There's no political stuff, no racist stuff. Everything is we're an Eagles family. We're all together on this channel, and the support has been fantastic. I don't like people ruining stuff like that. So. Brad Rice said that reaction was gold. Dude, I was so pumped. Oh, my God. Jake Vanderkit says, Dr. Peppy. That's a joke that we had on the last day of the draft, second to last day of the draft. Kenyatta Watkins says, are you saying Devontae was more exciting than McNabb? I mean, to a point, maybe. Just because on draft night, definitely. Definitely. I mean, I was really young when that happened. I watched that draft. When McNabb was drafted, I was really young. So, I mean, I didn't know what right from wrong was at that point. Eliab says the Eagles will be an 11-win team. I hope you're right, man. Carlos Drew says use Gamer like Westbrook or Fred Barnett. Oh, would love it. Eagles 35 to Sirianni and Gann need to do a line of... Why do you say that? You say that every stream. Kevin Stackhouse, what's going on, man? You up late, Joey? I got no life, dude. Of course I'm up late. No, I have a life. I was supposed to stream at 10:30, and it's 2 a.m. now. And I didn't stream until like 12. So that's why. We're going on 2 hours, 16 minutes, still going strong. 138 people in the chat, guys. Guys haven't subscribed to the channel. Please subscribe, guys. It's free. We go over Eagles news all year round. For all the support, do appreciate it. So subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Press the like button before you leave today. It really does help the channel out and go a long way. If you haven't checked out the Philly Shakedown podcast with me and Philly 500 every Saturday, it's awesome. It's fantastic. People are loving it. I will be on Philly 500's channel this Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and every other week we do switch channels, so he will be on my channel next week. So that will definitely be set up and be very exciting. So very happy about it. If you guys want to check out the other, support me in other ways, description below. Just check out all those links if you guys want. Obviously, merch and all that stuff and memberships. So, I hope I hope Eagles fans realize it's not Doug and Schwartz. This has got to be better this year. I think it's going to be better this year. I mean, you can't get any worse than last year. You really can't. You really can't. At the end of the day, I mean, that was a travesty. That was just, I didn't know what we were last year. Like, what mess we had to pick ourselves out of. Like, I was so happy. Like, when Doug got fired, I was happy. And then, when Jim Schwartz was still here this past year, after the season ended in 2020, I was like, let's keep Schwartz, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then when he got fired, I actually felt real better. I was like, you know what? I actually wanted Schwartz gone. Like, why did I want to keep him? I was like, you know what? He had this favoritism on certain players, and you know what? His time has run out. Like, he just was, it is what it is. Kevin Stackhouse says, need a wrench, Joey. Let me give you a wrench, too. Hold on. Let me find you. Hold on. Oh, God, I can't stand. I wish I could just do it from my computer, and I can't. It's so dumb. Ugh, I hate this. My God, where's your name? Are you here? What is going on? I'll keep looking. Keep writing stuff. Put something else in there, Stackhouse, so I could kind of get you on this. This way I see you. In Miss 2K, I have free box seats to every home game because my grandpa company and partners with Eagles, so free box. Oh man, good for you, bro. I just got tickets today. I got tickets today. I got tickets today because I get tickets from somebody that owns about 4 seats. I take 2 of the other seats, but they gave, I told them to give them to somebody, so I'll get my own tickets for the opener. So I ended up getting my own tickets today. It didn't really cost that much. It actually was a pretty good deal after a few times of trying to get tickets. So Jacob Davis, if our O-line comes out healthy, we should be fine, but defense have to worry about. That's definite. Yeah, we gotta stay healthy, man. We gotta stay healthy. What is going on? Why is this doing this? Oh my God, the chat just went all the way down. Why does this happen? It's so annoying. Jay Shot 247. We still got 2 first-round picks. Gavin Sex says Stingley. Yeah, I keep forgetting his name. Stingley Jr., Mr. Underdog says. Yeah, I know Jr. was on his name. Jay Shot says, I'm praying for Wentz to get injured bad, like almost tragic in career. Jesus. Relax, bro. We need that first-round pick next year, bro. He's got to be standing on 2 legs at least. At least give him that. Soul Exchange Music said, we got to root for the Colts and the Dolphins to suck as well as 2 top 5 picks. Yeah. I don't think that will happen. I don't think Miami's going to be good. I'm hoping they're not. I don't think they're going to be good. I think what's good about that division, you're going to start to see that the Patriots are going to be a little bit more competitive. The Buffalo Bills are the best in that division, and the Jets are just like a hype train every single year. Like, oh, we got Robert Salah. Oh my God, Super Bowl. Robert Salah could yell out of his mouth and tap me on the back and slap me around, and I'll love it, and we'll win a Super Bowl. But I'm hoping that's the case. Hold on. I'm not sure that. Why couldn't they have the Colts play us this year in Philly? Oh my God. Imagine if that was our opener this year. Oh my God. This would be nuts. Sam Fleming said we need Wentz to start all season but miss the playoffs for a good first round pick. Let's see. We still got 2 if Wentz cracks his neck. Man, you guys are horrible. Hypocrite. Who's the hypocrite? Me? What? What did I say? I was being hypocritical. Daniel Stone says, "Why are all those bozos on Philly radio saying 6 wins at most?" Like, I don't know. I don't listen to them. So that they were the reason why I got a copyright strike on my channel. I don't watch WIP anymore. I don't. I hate them now. So that's why I don't watch them anymore. I actually got a copyright strike from that. I don't know how. Listening to the radio, I actually put the volume up and down and did all that, and I don't know how I even got it was horrible. I never forgive them for that. I saw something that says Steven Nelson has 14 teams started. Did I just read that? I'm reading stuff, am I? I need to move down on this. I'm moving down, guys. I have to move down. I'm missing so much from so many people. John Jacobs says, I'm so thankful to take Smith to take away from the Giants. Oh, it feels so great. Ryan Rose said, we need a cornerback to fix our problems, and passive must be solved on the defense and offense. They have to set up a good format plays. I think Nick will be fine with the format plays. I'm not worried about it. I'm really not. I'm not worried about how he's going to use players. I feel very good. If Doug was still here, I'd be worried, but I'm not. I'm actually pretty confident in Nick Sirianni and what he uses with these players. Turbo Tastic says, did you see that Zach McPherson is wearing 27? Hopefully he can live up to it. I'm telling you, I saw that today. I couldn't believe it. 27. Wear it well, my friend. Wear it well. Matthew Kagi says, weird seeing you without Philly 500. Is he in the bathroom or whipping up homemade eggnog? Nah, he's home. I mean, me and Philly 500, we actually talk on the phone a lot. Even we don't even talk about football a lot, to be honest with you. Only when we get on here we talk about football. We talk about football off the field, off the camera, obviously. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Me and Philly 500 love the podcast, and we're excited about it. Hertzylvania says, I love that name. I'm thinking about going to the Panthers game since I'm a few hours away in Philly, a little far, but always worth the drive. Oh, it's definitely worth it. At least if you go to one game, it's fine. I mean, yeah, of course it's nice when you're home. You don't have to get caught up in traffic. You don't have to go through all this stuff. It's an expensive day when you buy tickets, when you spend money on gas, when you drive. It's time consuming. It's all worth it in the end. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, if you come from a game and they lose, it's not great, but it's nice to at least experience a game if you haven't yet. Eagle Slayer says, it's only my second time saying that. Actually get it right. Tex says, Darius Slay made me so mad last year. Now looking back, he didn't go that bad. I don't think he did. I just think that he struggled because our whole defense struggled. I mean, he as a cornerback, what is he going to do? He can only do one thing at a time when he's on the field. Brad Rice to Joey, do you think Daniel Jones tripped because his eyes too close together? They look like raisins. Oh my God, that's great. Torvald says, I don't have confidence in Avonte Maddox, even in the slot. He was brutal last year, no awareness. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Avonte Maddox is going to be climbing up. Yeah, he could be out the door after this year. I mean, obviously he might stay because of depth and familiarity with the team and the playbook, but I mean, other than that, that's really all I see right now. It's really all I see right now. We got a super chat from Birds Nation 302, man. Thank you for the super chat. He says, are we still shopping Ertz? I'm hoping we are, and I hope he's gone. And for the millionth time, please trade him. Please. I don't care if we trade him for nothing. I just want him gone. I want Dallas Goedert to get his extension next year. I want us to have a tight end for a long time. The next tight end for the Philadelphia Eagles, and that's going to be Dallas Goedert. You keep... If Nick Sirianni still used double tight end sets, which I don't think he's going to, okay, he likes using one tight end at a time, which I've seen on a million of the Colts tape, okay? So that's what I'm hoping for. And look, nothing against Zach Ertz. I might make fun of him and joke around, but I love Zach Ertz. But it's just time. You know what I mean? It's just time to get this going and get younger. And it's time. We've held on to him for too long. We've held on to a lot of players for too long, unfortunately. So that's where it's it's getting kind of crazy, But all right. Mr. Underdog says Slay only gave up 2 100-yard games. What was it? One against DK, I think, and another against I don't even remember. Hold on. I gotta go back up real quick. John Jacobs says, we had an identity last year. Our draft wasn't the best. We did fill the needs. We need most. We need corners and offensive linemen. Definitely. Add more to offensive line. I don't mind at all. Trust me. TurboTax said if Jacoby Stevens opted out of 2020 this year, he would have been a day 2, maybe day 1 pick. If you look at his 2019 film, he was a top strong safety. I like Jacoby Stevens a lot. I really do. I think he has a nice balance. I think he's physical. I mean, even the coach from LSU said a lot of good things about him and saying how he's a leader of the defense. He's got a voice. He plays he plays by a format. He does a really good job. So, I mean, if that's the case, and he actually, he didn't play, he opted out, and that's how he dropped. I mean, do you really drop in the draft that much by opting out from last year? I mean, how do you put that against somebody? You know what I mean? Like, how do you put that against somebody? I guess they want to make sure you're working out, you're sticking to what you're doing, you're not being lazy. I mean, you know what I mean? So, I'm excited about linebacker. I really am. Even Patrick Johnson is someone that's going to compete too. So, Tech says Smith opens up for the whole offense. I agree. Sam Fleming says our DB play was atrocious last year due to largely a scheme, and particularly we know these cornerbacks can keep up in man, but Gannon will be going zone heavy. We might see these guys ball out. Probably will. The Nest out west, Philly Foothills says, much love, 72. Appreciate it, Nest. Appreciate it, Philly Foothills. Much appreciated, man. Guys, check out his channel. Like I said, subscribe to his channel if you guys have not. Please. Thomas Jacoby was a day 3 pick. That's crazy. I didn't know that. I know he opted out, and there were people telling me lies that like he was hurt or something like that. I was like, I didn't see any injuries. So what happened? Because he opted out, he moved down the draft. I guess that's the truth. I guess that's how it's going. K Fergie 21 says no way we win more than 2 games. That's going a little far, bro. 1-12 at the bye. Oh my god, that is horrible. Eagles Slayer 5 says I'll do one better. We take the NFC East at 2-14. Nest out west Philly Foothill says, Mr. K, I've never been to a game and have it on my bucket list. You are so very lucky, bro. Go Birds. Yeah, bro. It's. I hope you get to a game soon. It's great. It's fantastic, man. You'd have a great. You have to at least go once and have a good time. Patrick News says a lot of talk about our lack of linebackers, but what about our 3rd pick from last year, Davion Taylor? That's what I'm saying. Like, he stinks right now, but it's not his fault. You know what I mean? Like, I was excited about Davion Taylor. Big, physical, takes really good angles on tackles, takes really hard, hits really hard. But unfortunately, this offseason was such a mess. I just spit on my computer. This offseason was such a mess. On top of everything else, Schwartz just didn't want to play him at all. Not even Sean Bradley, not even TJ Edwards. TJ Edwards has shown some good things a couple years back. You know what I mean? He's another undrafted guy that has some good. You know what I mean? I don't know. Davion Taylor, 3rd round pick. I mean, week 10 he got his chance, but he was horrible. I mean, how can I be so down? How can I put it against him? The guy was never given at least a chance, Kenyatta Watkins says Jacoby Stevens has to start. His vertical will make him a monster on defense. I'm hoping so. Herzl Vane said, I'm thinking that a lot going to the Panthers game since I live a few hours away and Philly a little far, but always worth the drive. Oh, it's definitely worth the drive. I live 40 minutes away from MetLife, so I'm probably going to go to the Jets or a Giants game. Probably the Giants game after Thanksgiving. I'll probably go there. That's probably another game. I usually go to 4 to 5 games, but I'm going on a lot of vacations this year. So I'm going on a couple of vacations. So I'm taking it easy on the Eagles games. I'll go to a few of them this year. I'm not going to go crazy this year, but I want to go at least to a couple. And if they're in the playoffs, I'm automatically going to be there because there's no way I'm, if that happens, you know what I mean? We got Leonel Thomas with the super chat. Appreciate it very much, bro. He says, should Eagles run the ball more because they have Sanders, Gainwell, Howard, and Johnson? That's how we won the Super Bowl, by running the ball a lot. No, you got to have a sufficient and efficient running game. You have to, because it helps out your quarterback. You got to have a nice balance. Run first, I don't mind, but, it's a passing league now, and obviously we have to pass the football. But, you take a lot of strain off your quarterback, and I think it's really going to, It's really going to help. It's really going to help a lot. And I think with these backs and what they could do. Oh man, I wish Deuce. Why is Deuce gone? Why give him a job? Let him serve some Gatorade. Damn it. Why? I don't know. I don't know why, but it is what it is. But appreciate it, man. What the hell? Torvald said, why can't Wentz get his car fixed? Because he doesn't have any mechanic. Oh, my God. Guys, it's 2 a.m. Come on with this. Stu Guy says, do you think Sirianni will actually let Sanders run the ball this year? I'm hoping he can. I hope he does. I'd be pretty upset if he didn't get one carry this year. I mean, let's be real. John Jenkins says, do you think the Eagles will have three first draft picks next year? I think that Wentz could play 75% of the snaps because of his protection of the offensive line. Oh yeah, they just picked the Colts just picked up Eric Fisher, pretty good tackle. So I think he's definitely more protected. You know, he gets everything he wants. He's got an offensive line. He's got running backs. He's got receivers. They just handed him everything, but they drafted a quarterback. I hope he didn't cry in his bed that night. I really hope he didn't. Sandy Pie says the Redskins scare me the most in our division. Let me tell you something. The Redskins, the Washington football team with no name, they are a quarterback away from doing so much damage. Oh my God. Sorry. Excuse me. The Washington football team has a huge chance to. They're a quarterback away. Like, you better watch out because they might go after a quarter and like. I'm afraid of them getting Aaron Rodgers. Like, maybe not this year, but maybe next year. I don't know. You got to watch out for that. They're a quarterback away. Their defense is fantastic. I thought they drafted a really good linebacker in the first round. They're on the rise. They're definitely on the rise. Tex said, imagine Darius Slay trade Ertz for Gilmore and Steven Nelson. I'll keep dreaming. Eagle Sarah says, I'm going to the Raider game. Football sounds nice. Oh, my God. K. Fergie says, Sanders is not a three-down back, unfortunately. You know, he has health. You know, there are health issues as well. He does get nicked up sometimes. You can't – in today's NFL, you got to have a 1-2 punch. Like, I'm not a fan of having that one running back that does everything and that's it. You got to have depth at that position. You got to have a 1-2 punch, maybe a three-headed monster backfield like we did in 2017. I loved it. You know, you get three different running backs that do three different things, that have three different skill sets, and that's where you could pretty much elevate your offense in this run game. And then, you know, every team has to prepare for all three running backs. That's why this is going to be a lot better, guys. Like, at the end of the day, that's why it's going to be a lot better. That's why a lot of teams don't want to pay running backs a lot of money because, you know, you can only be a running back for so long in this league. They don't last too long in this league. You know what I mean? Depending on who it is, you know what I mean? Most running backs really don't play for a long time. Dakota Mertz says, do you think we should trade Ertz for Hicks? I don't mind it. I said this earlier. I really do not mind it at all. Gavin's text says, wow, still 140 people in here. That's wild. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, guys, go to sleep. Really. It's just getting to that point now where I'm like, you guys really love this team, and I love it. I love it, guys. Staying up with me all night. I'm up late every single night. So this is like, I'm tired, but I'm like awake. You know what I mean? Like, you're so tired, but you're still awake. You just end up doing things. So I appreciate everybody being here. It's been fun. I didn't think there was going to be at least 20 people in here today. I figured I was going to be doing like an hour stream and being off. Standing beside the Eagle Slayer, I'll see you in the minus. Oh, Jesus. TextX said one versus DK and Devontae. Oh, Devontae Adams. Okay, I got you. TurboTax, Milton Williams has some Aaron Donald athleticism, has a 4.63 40, broke the record for the best three-cone for the defensive lineman. He's not even a starter. Yeah, it's crazy. Milton Williams has that short space, like, speed. He's got that really good explosiveness off the line, which is pretty good. I'm excited to see. I mean, Jonathan Gann. Did you see when we drafted Milton Williams how excited Jonathan Gann was? He was so happy about that pick. I mean, he was fantastic about that pick. Ecstatic about that pick. So I guess if he's happy, I'm happy. So we'll see how it is. Javon Hargrave and Fletcher Cox need to do something this year. I mean, Javon Hargrave, definitely. I mean, 4 years, $39 million. You better do something. Okay, you're going to be in this you've been in this scheme for a year, you know, going on year 2 on a new team. So Torvalds, I don't think Jordan Howard should feel very comfortable. I think they brought Johnson in because they like him better as an all-around running back. I think those two are competing. I think Johnson and Howard are competing. Boston Scott and Kenneth Gainwell are competing. So, you know what I mean? Miles Sanders is a starting running back, obviously, but I think, you know, Howard and Boston Scott need to watch their back on this roster. Sandy says, yo, Joey, make plans with 500, Lord Brunson, and let's go to the Raiders game. Let's do a meetup. A lot of people have asked me and Philly 500 to go to Vegas and Lord Brunson to have like a vlogging trip to Vegas, going to a game. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think it'd be awesome. Jock says, no more effing stick defense. Oh, my God, please. Trey says, so the Colts opener is versus Seattle. That might be funny to see how Wentz does. John Jenkins, I think that we could see our secondary could give up less long drives if we played zone coverage. Yeah, and obviously, like use your defense to their strengths of what you have. I think we've drafted better. I think we've added some good pieces, and I think we have some good some good coaches in this group. And Jonathan Gannon, I think, will change, with these linebackers. These linebackers will go in coverage. They'll be offset a little bit. They'll have, and you have to blitz. The one thing that you have to do in the NFL on the defense is you have to blitz to win football games. You have to blitz, guys. Like, Jim Schwartz has tried so hard not to blitz or to show people he doesn't have to blitz. But when your defensive line gets hurt, you're going to expose your cornerbacks, and that's what happened. In 17, we were lucky because our defensive line was just so good and so monstrous. Ronald Darby and Jalen Mills aren't the best cornerbacks, and they won, and they got Super Bowl rings on their finger now. You know what I mean? It's crazy to say. Always got to appreciate the guys that tried their hardest in this defense, even though they weren't very skilled. You know what I mean? Matthew Kage says, hey, Joey, off top, but what's your favorite horror movie? Oh, man. I'm a big Halloween fan. Second, I love Friday the 13th a lot. And third, I like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Top three. Favorite franchises of all time. I'm a big horror buff, so I've been trying to make a YouTube channel on being a horror buff, so. Texas Sanders averaged 10, 13 carries. He should get a 20, 25. Yeah, and even more than that sometimes too. Like there were times where he was getting like 5 carries, maybe 13 carries, and then kind of stop right there. And then like the adjustments is where I get pissed at with Doug Peterson. His adjustments were so bad in the second half of games. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Okay. Legend Kill 05, what's going on, man? He said, hey, Joey, not feeling great, but if a headache, who knows what caused it. Joined like 10 minutes ago, just came to show I'm out, going to put it always sunny like I usually do to help me sleep. Hey, bro, I hope you feel better, man, and hope I see you next time on a stream, dude. Just relax. Just relax, man. We're all good. Torville says that Deion Terrell looks looking like he knew what was going on the field, even though he was worse than Gary. Yeah, sometimes. You're probably right. TurboTax said Jacoby Stevens never opted out. He played in 2020, but his film wasn't as good as his 2019 film, mostly due to the fact that they lost a lot of talent on defense for LSU. Okay, I didn't know that. So, I mean, you know better than me. Rad says, shut up, Joey. Why? You keep telling me to do it. I don't know why he's saying that. He said it like 3 times already. I don't know why. John Diaz says, I kind of feel bad for the guard Brown against the Baltimore Ravens game last year. And do you remember that? I do not. I probably don't remember. Brad says, I'm going to the Detroit game. I thought you don't like seeing Detroit. I thought you don't like the Detroit games. Yo, Eagle Speed, what was the who was the guy that you kept talking about? The running back that used to like really that scored so many touchdowns on us from the Lions over the past few seasons. I mean, he's probably not there anymore, but I remember he used to say his name all the time. It used to make me laugh. Same time, meet up with you in 500 Vegas. Book it, Joey. First round on me and Eagle Slayer got. Oh my God, you guys are horrible. You guys are horrible. I love it. What the? I don't know why people get so mad. Remember, Darius Slay is not the same football player as he was since last season, playing running back to have a major impact on the blitzing. They just need to get some talent around him, and Darius Slay could show what he could do. Like, And he did. He showed what he could do this year. He only had the worst year of his career because he gave up 2 100-yard games. I mean, that's pretty much it. Ken Watkins says, why no one wants Malik Hooker? Yeah, has he signed yet to a team? I don't think he has. Like, I think he's a low-risk, high-reward player. I was really up for trading for him. Or not even – oh, no, he's a free agent. I was up for signing him this year. Definitely. Legend Kill, I'm going to say this before I leave. Not a lot of the young players we drafted last year, like Kevon Wallace, Davion Terry Bradley, should have been good role players last year at worst, but weren't even used. No. We'll keep Derek Barnett in. Gets injured every 2 games, and we'll keep we'll keep Nate Gary in that doesn't know which way the play is going. And pretty much give up. I mean, the first move we make on Nathan Gary. I mean, that Steelers game was like the end of that Steelers game was probably the end of it for me and Nathan Gary. I was like giving him a chance. As soon as they, I forgot the receiver's name that lined up in the slot. He went from the outside. They moved him to the slot to put him on Nate Gary for coverage. I said, they're going to score, and they scored a touchdown. I was so mad. That game. Lionel Thomas says, I'm going to Philly to watch the game versus Buccaneers. Never been to an Eagles game in Philly. That's like a 3-hour drive for me to get there. I'm going to go this year. Hey, you're going to enjoy it, bro. I have to drive 2.5 hours, so trust me. I know. Rad says, go to Detroit. I'll probably never go to Detroit for a game. Probably not. Legends of Rocket 88, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good night. Matthew Kagi says, I can't go to sleep working 3rd shift. Thanks for getting me through the night. Dude, any day, bro. If I'm on, hey, I'm into give everybody the news and just to hang out, guys. Like, I'm not professional. I'm just, hey, I'm here and let's talk Eagles. Be excited. It's been really exciting. So. TexX says Hargrave looked good towards the end. He did, like, for a couple games. Like, he came back from injury. He was playing. It was like, where is Javon Hargrave, Mr. $39 million for 4 years? He showed up for a couple games, and he actually looked real powerful. He actually put some on his Instagram this offseason. He said, you guys haven't seen the best of me yet or something like that, which I'm hoping. I think he'll play better just because, number one, he's not injured. Number two, he what was I going to say? I'm having a brain fart because it's almost like 3 a.m. He's a second year in the system now. I mean, obviously it's a new defensive coach, so hopefully it goes more towards what he could do. So that's what I'm hoping for. So, and then he disappeared again after those couple games, then he disappeared again. So. Jerome Jones says, Joe, I tagged you on Twitter with the Devontae Smith wallpaper I made. Can you check it out? Surely, I'll check it out right now because I have time. I'm not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere. I don't think you tagged me in anything because I don't see anything. Yeah, dude, I don't think I have it. Just letting you know, I don't think I have it, or you sent it. Lenny Kill said, I think 2 running backs are versatile, 1 bruiser, because you have teams not able to keep Key on a faster running back that they're going to run the ball outside or Key in one who's a receiver. I think you have to have a bruiser on this team. You have to have 1 bruiser, 1 gadget back, and 1 guy that could do everything as a dual threat back like Kenneth Gainwell. I think that's where you're going to really do a good job. William Galbraith says, we are starting number 2 corner away from being very competitive. I think we need a little bit more. I mean, I think it's more competition than any. Rodney McLeod, apparently he is coming back week 1. I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of rumors. A lot of people have been saying, they've been talking a lot about Rodney McLeod and saying bad things about him. He's been hearing everybody's words. So, I think they need that other guy on the other side. That's definite. And we need a pass rush. I mean, I want a pass rush so bad. I'm hoping like Milton Williams will help in this rotation. Hassan Ridgeway obviously is just going to be a rental this year, but obviously has been hurt every year. Has been a nice flash in the pan for us at times, but not really looking too fantastic. So. Text says, what I hate about Schwartz was on 3rd and long, he would play prevent defense. It made me mad. What game was that? The Texans? What was the game they gave up the 4th and 26? What was it? 4th and 26 or 4th and it was? I forgot what game that was, but that was so bad. That was just so horrible. You play prevent defense and they still score. It makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. Let's go. Problem with the let's see. Problem with the blitz playing back, you can't play back in blitz because the quarterback going to read. The most quarterbacks are going to read and throw a quick slant. That's definite. Let's go. Hey Joey, what do you think about the newest Michael Myers movie? I think it came out like 2 or 3 years ago. I'm not sure. I was so hyped for that one. Forgot to watch it. Oh, you got to watch it. Halloween 2018. Oh, watch it. Halloween Kills comes out this October. Oh yeah, you'll be seeing me geek out on Halloween stuff. By October, we're gonna have some fun on some streams. Technic said also off top of Madden 22, you have to do a long-term Eagles realistic franchise. That would be lit because the Raiders one was very fun to watch. OGs know about Raiders franchise. If somebody wants to buy me the game, I will play it. I don't put money into Madden because I don't like it. I will play it for fun of it if someone gave me a copy of it, but if someone gave me money for it, I would promise to buy it and I would get it and I would stream it and have fun playing with, like, maybe do like a thing where I play with subs and stuff like that and be horrible at it. I would definitely do it. That's definite. But I don't even want to put money into it. If someone paid me and said, "Hey, look, go buy Madden with this," I'm fine with it. I would do it instantly. Just not a big fan of it. John Jenkins said, I think Pearson went on vacation last year. Probably not somber the whole time last year. Yeah, he looked really depressed last year. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, it was Theo Riddick was one guy that was literally like destroying us for years on Detroit. Also, 1111 says, appreciate the late night content. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, dude. Like I really didn't know if I was going to do it tonight. I was just going to do a video on the schedule, but I'm glad that we didn't. I'm glad I actually came on. Ryan Rosa, Davion Terra might be able to help with our Kavon Wallace, Sean Bradley, Jacoby Stevens to build our linebacker and the bench. Got to be more consistent and more aggressiveness. I believe it. Jonathan Hawley says, what's up, Joey? How's it going? I'm doing great. Doing fantastic. How are you doing tonight? I hope everyone's doing well. TX again must know something about Hooker that others don't. Like maybe he had a lot of flaws. Probably. I mean, obviously didn't sign him yet. So we'll see. Matty Cake is a big Nightmare fan. Love Freddy, but recently I've become a big Halloween fan. Love the reboot in 2018. I love you, bro. I love you for that comment. And I love Nightmare on Elm Street. After Texas Chainsaw, Nightmare on Elm Street is fantastic. I haven't even watched all the movies. I probably watched maybe the first 4 or 5 because there's like a lot of them. So Jock says Gary got burnt. Chase Claypool. There you go. That's his name. Sandy Science says, hey, Joey, what do you do for a living? I actually work for a sanitation company. I am a supervisor for a sanitation company, so that's what I do. I pretty much, I do all the office work and stuff like that. So that's I worked my way up because I used to, stencil and paint. I used to stencil and paint dumpsters. I used to do a lot of that stuff. Sanitation's a good job, but worked like that for a while. Jonathan says, I really want the Eagles to win at least 7 or 8 games. Is that reasonable to think that? No, I mean, look, like I said 7 to 9 wins, and I'm fine with that. I mean, I hope they surprise me, and I hope they prove me wrong. Blake Tarno says, Smith getting 2 touchdowns against the Atlanta defense. Book it. I believe it. I believe it. Sandy said, Coxbear blowout this year. Dear God, let's not bring Peters. Nah, Peters ain't coming back. I think we're done, dude. I think the coaching staff has proved to me enough, staying away from Jason Peters, getting rid of Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey, Malik Jack. I think they have, and they're going to get rid of Zach Ertz. It's going to happen, okay? I think they proved to me that they literally, are going to do something right there. Leon Thomas says maybe 3. Burn Bar, Eagles going 0-17. The Troll. Texx said, well, that makes the Browns' offense so dangerous to do a running back and then wide receivers. Yeah, the Browns are on a whole different level now. Torvald says, Schwartz was the idiot for not using the timeout when Gary was lined up on Claypool. Gary was terrible, but that was on Schwartz for allowing that play to happen 100% and still defended him every single week. Every week. Jonathan Holly says, would love to go to another Eagles game. Was worth 7.5 hour drive. That's crazy. I drive like almost 3 hours, 2.5 at least. Like 7, that's a lot. That's a lot. 7.5, that's crazy. You better be staying in a hotel that night. That's too much driving. Hope you're all right. Tex-Mex says, and why did the Eagles get rid of Nico Roby-Coleman? He was our best corner. He never got targeted. I don't think he was good. Nikel Roby-Coleman was bad. He was not good at all. He was literally bad. Oh, he got targeted. Trust me. Nikhil Roby-Coleman was probably one of the worst signings we had last year. This is a guy that used to be very good, and unfortunately, in this system, I don't know. Maybe he would have been better if it wasn't a Schwartz system. I don't know. But he didn't play well. His coverage wasn't good. His tackling wasn't good. He just didn't play well. And maybe if he came back, he'd play better. I don't know, but we'd have to see. Sam Fleming says, well, if you keep Gainwell, and we should, and Sanders is our number one, and he will be, that forces us to choose between a bruiser and a gadget back. My choice would be a bruiser. Definitely. Use that bruiser to tire out defensive lines and tire out a defense, which will help your passing game, which will, tire out a defensive line so that our pass rush won't be as great. Your quarterback has more time. That's why I use that, use bruisers like that. Not just to get those really tough chunk yards, but you get, you could tire out those defensive lines, those linebackers, tire these guys out a little bit, and then you have time to throw these big explosive passes to these receivers. So, Dakota Mertz says they need to give Josh Sweat more playing time. The man is a monster. Yes, he is. The more he's on the field, the better he is. I don't like Josh Sweat in a rotation. I really don't. I think he plays better as is. I think he plays better. And that's why we had some defensive ends that were hurt, so he actually got more playing time. And, yeah, he's becoming a very good player. Very young still, too. What is he, 25, something like that? He's still a young guy. Jerome Jones says, just not the wallpaper or Twitter. I hope that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. I will check it out because I pretty much go on Twitter as soon as I'm done on here, so I'll be on there for a little bit and I'll acknowledge. Tex says 2K is coming out a football game. They used to have a good game. Yeah, I know they're coming out with 2K's coming out with their stuff. Philly Monty, what's going up, man? How you doing, bro? Grant Shever says, do you watch TWD at all? You got to tell me what that is because I have no idea. I'll probably know what it is when you say it. TWD, I have no idea. Joey's job is maelstrom. John Ingram says, do you think the Eagles are under the cap? You mean now? Now they're under the cap? Yeah, next year they'll definitely be under the cap. They won't be over the cap next year. Blake Tartano said, if Hurts works out, I generally see us being able to make a Super Bowl run in 2 years, 3 first. Hopefully next year would be massive. We are set at QB. Matthew Kagg said, check out Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Came out in 1994, my favorite Freddy movie. I think I've seen that one. I'm not sure, but probably have. Gavin's text, I want to fly away across the country, go to Philly, and go to the game, and all the fans. That'd be so dope. Oh, dude, you'd have a great time. You'd have a great time. You know what? I saw. What is that group called that goes to Eagles games? They invade like other stadiums. I forgot, but someone will say it in the chat. So I went to the Jets game, in 2015, I think, and I saw that, and I was like, whoa, there was so many Eagles fans. They took over MetLife for that Jets game. It was so cool. It was so great. We literally got up out of our seats, and we went over to these people and just sat down. We sat down with a whole group of Eagles fans. I'm talking a whole section. I mean, it was just crazy how these fans travel. It's that group that travels. I forgot. Someone says it, I'll know instantly. So, but we have a new member to the Shake Squad Army, Jonathan Holly. Appreciate it, man. Welcome to the Shake Squad Army, bro. You will definitely enjoy it here, man. And Jonathan, you do get a wrench as well as becoming a member. So there you go, Jonathan. You are a new member to the channel. And you are a moderator as well. Thank you very much, man. Much appreciated, dude. The Green Legion. Eagle Slayer says Green Legion. Yes. John Jenkins says, what's your favorite cocktail to order at the bar? To be honest with you, I really don't drink at all. Like, I drink when I go on vacation. Like, I enjoy drinking more when I don't do it at all. Because what happens is I'm so busy. Like, maybe a drink once in a blue moon, but that's like very far-fetched to even say, like barely, okay? I'll when I go on vacation, I drink all week, and that's like because I enjoy it so much, because I don't do it during the year. Between job, doing this as well. I'm not that guy that comes home and has a beer. I'm not that type of guy. I don't do that. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Dakota Mercer, what do you think about Landon Dickerson? I think a really good future piece. I think it's an A-plus pick if he turns out to be that. Next year, takes over for Kelsey, is going to be a Pro Bowler, is going to be something so special. Will be another Eagles great wearing a yellow jacket. No joke. Like, this guy is going to be fantastic. Probably going to be the best center in the league. Maybe not by next year, but he's going to get his recognition after next year when he starts. So I like him, but the problem is his injuries, and that's where I kind of I don't know where I'm going with it when we talk about injuries. So it's kind of crazy. I understand that this is a pick for the future. This is a pick that can really, and it's funny because all these NFL analysts. Brian Baldinger is another guy. He's he's some of these guys don't even think about these injuries, but they do. They're like, oh, you bet he was injured. But I'm telling you right now, he stays healthy. He is going to be an absolute star for the Philadelphia Eagles. And Devontae Smith actually talked about Landon Dickerson today. I actually talked about Landon Dickerson and he's got a huge voice for the offense. I mean, he's a voice for the offensive line, not even for the offensive line, for the offense in general. He leads people. He brings a lot of excitement. I mean, I was watching some videos where he was he was just messing up this nose tackle so bad in college, and the nose tackle looked over to Landon Dickerson when they were in the huddle, and he looked tired, and Dickerson was just he was dancing. It was funny because he's so cocky and so conceited with himself at being the best, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic what he does. But that's a good question. Oh, The Walking Dead, bro? Nah, dude. I'm not a fan of The Walking Dead at all. That's the sad thing. Benny Boom 60, I still think Holyfield will be better fit in this offense. I don't think he's getting his chance now, man. I don't think it's going to happen. John Demetch says, love your channel. Eagles will go 12-5 with Hurts behind center. Devontae Smith will have 1,000 yards. Thank you, bro, for loving the channel. And if that happens, oh, my God. Or we be in really good contention to do some things for the future with these 10 picks we have in 2022. Would be fantastic. I so love it. We just hit 3 hours of a stream. 3 hours. Can't believe it. We've been going since 12 o'clock, which is crazy. But hey, or 11 something I should say. It's late, guys. It's like almost 3 a.m. here. But definitely, if you guys haven't followed me on Twitter either, follow me on Twitter as well at Joey Shakes 72. Just follow me on there if you guys have it. If you guys haven't followed me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter because I've been, people ask me questions on there. If you guys have questions about anything, definitely follow me on there. That's definite. Very excited to see where this team is going. Just taking a look at the schedule. Very happy and excited. So, my stream was playing. That was weird. I don't know why I was doing that. All right, I'm back. Sorry. I don't know if it did anything. Here we go. John Jenkins, do you like scary movies? Love scary movies. Jocks Hawk says, if we get 3 first-round picks next year, would you trade one of them for a first 2023 so we would have 2 first rounds 2022 and 20? I want to hit on this draft next year. I don't want to split up the first rounders if you take one of those first-round picks, Jock, and you want to trade it for next year, I'm perfectly fine with that. Or you could take that pick and trade it for a very good player, or you could just leave it alone and draft 3 players in the first round. I don't know what you want to do. Or you can move back for more picks in that draft. So there's like 4 different things they could do with those draft picks. If it was me, I would definitely either trade back in the draft, one of those first-rounders, to get more draft picks, or I would definitely trade for a top player in the that we need badly, that we can afford to pay and take over a contract, a young player as well. So it should be a lot of fun. So, Leon Thomas says, which player would you rather trade for? Wide receiver Jones for a 3rd-round pick or cornerback Gilmore for a 2nd-round pick? you're not trade. I mean, like both of these are unrealistic. I mean, I think Gilmore you could trade. I think they're going to ask for like mid-round picks for him anyway. I don't think they're going to ask for a second-round pick because I think they've tried already to get a first-round pick and a player for him last year or coming into the offseason of this year on his last year of his contract. I mean, I would trade for Joe. I mean, I would definitely trade. I mean, right now at this moment of time, I would trade for Gilmore for a second-round pick if that was the choice. Yeah, probably. But I mean, would I really do it? Not really. If you're giving me the choice of either or and I have to do it, then yeah, I would pick that. Definitely. Optimus Prime, are you a Warhammer 40K fan? I have no idea what that is. I wish I did, so we can have a conversation about it, but I have no idea. Sam Fleming says, if Dickerson can't stay healthy, do you think Driscoll takes over for Brooks or Johnson? Oh, 100%. I think he takes over for Johnson in the future. I think that's definite. I think he'll be a right tackle in this league. I think he'll be a right tackle. 100%. I think he will. Definitely. Lord Dagger, what's going on? One of my good buddies on here. Sub up my boy right now. Appreciate it, man. I'm actually going to end it here, guys. And a super chat from Lord Dagger. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man. I'm going to stop it right here, guys. 3 hours, 3 minutes. This was a long night. We still have 116 people. Still going strong for the Shake Squad Army. If you want to join the Shake Squad Army, find out the memberships down below. If you guys haven't, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. We're going to have more streams like this and with other people as well. It's a lot of fun, man. It really is. If you guys haven't liked this video or liked the stream up, guys. It really does help this channel. It really goes a long way. And like I said, the Philly Shakedown pod. Sorry, it's late. The Philly Shakedown podcast this Saturday, Philly 500's channel, and obviously earlier, next week we're gonna do something. Next weekend I'm gonna be busy with family, so we're gonna do the shakedown. I always say the shakedown. The Philly Shakedown podcast, middle of the week, late in the week. It's not gonna be next Saturday, obviously, but this Saturday will be on Philly 500's channel to go over all the news and rumors of the Eagles and everything. Go over the schedule, everything like that. So definitely come by. So really do appreciate everybody being in here today. Subscribe, like the stream. Appreciate everybody, and hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for the memberships. Thank you for the super chats. Very grateful of the support. You're gonna have 2 videos out tomorrow morning between 7 to 8 a.m. You're gonna have 2 videos tomorrow. I'm probably gonna do another video probably for the next day. So you're gonna have 2 videos early in the morning to watch. So they will be there. So, all right, guys. Appreciate it. Fly Fern Fly says you're awesome, bro. You're awesome too, bro. You guys are fantastic. You guys really support this channel. So I mean, you guys are fantastic. You guys are. Benny Boop says to Joe, stay strong, Joe. Keep doing your thing, bro. I will, man. I will. Trust me. I'm not giving up on any of this, man. I'm going strong every day. All right, Sam Fleming, Jonathan, Holly, what's going on? All right, man. Thank you for the membership today, dude. Much appreciated. Jock, always a great stream. Hey, it's only a great stream because you guys are here at the end of the day, man. Like, really. All right, guys. I will see you guys later. Just remember, Shake Squad up, fly will fly. Peace out, guys. Peace.